part.
Hey! Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's Wednesday,
Yay.
December the 11th, and we are right here in your ears. That's right. My voice in your ears right now.
Coming at you.
Coming at you.
Pumping.
Learns plugging in her heating pad.
I got a lot of cords, okay? I got a lot of things to do.
I was just reading something about
about women and their heating pads.
Yeah,
Look at you subscribing to the newsletters of Female Daily. That's nice.
it wasn't good.
Oh. Don't ruin this for me, okay? I don't know if I have endometriosis.
No, that wasn't it.
But-
It's doing stuff. It's discoloring women's abdomens.
What are they using?
My God, how
An actual fire?
hot,
What is?
how hot are they?
Oh, there's like a word there.
It's just like when you give your little brother a red belly when he was a kid.
I think
Heating
they're
pads
calling
are
it
getting
like
women.
it's like zebra something or other. Oh man, what?
Ah, jeez.
I should have pulled the article.
Well, I don't have that going on, okay? My
Women use
abdomen.
these heating pads on their abdomens for so long. It's literally discoloring the skin.
Whoa.
I don't mind tanning in this way, okay?
But it's like causing stripes.
Tim don't care, dude. Like, I don't care. I'm wearing a one piece. My days are over, okay?
Tim don't care, man.
Tim don't care. He wants to
it-
date a zebra.
Arrhythma, ABIGNE, however you say that?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Toasted skin syndrome.
Yeah, okay. Fire
on.
stains.
Beware, toasted skin syndrome, a dangerous and sometimes permanent side effect of using a heating pad.
I'll show you right now.
Interesting.
I got no stripes.
What happens when warm and toasty becomes disfigured and toasted?
Put some strudel on there.
Board-certified dermatologist Dr. Mark Storm has taken to TikTok to warn folks of a little-known but particularly nasty side effect of heat exposure that can be caused by heating pads and hot water bottles.
Ah!
It can be itchy and painful, and in some cases, permanent.
No, it's all Caucasian down there. I have no discoloration of my white ass, so things are good.
I
Back to you.
have toasted skin syndrome on my legs all through high school because I was addicted to my heating pad, said one woman.
I am addicted to this. I have a heating pad for work, and then at home I have one.
Really?
Yeah. It feels good.
Yeah, my wife has one in the living room, one in her bedroom.
There you go.
Ah.
Al and I are the same. Also, I didn't want to get out of my car this morning because I had my heated seats on.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Yeah, it
talking
is
about
cold.
that.
Oh, I talk about those heated seats, man. That's the thing that.
Those seated heats.
What I call them heat heaters.
Yeah,
Oh, heat seaters. That's what it was.
I forget mine's on sometimes and think I'm having a medical emergency.
Yeah.
That's
If it's ever on full blast and it's not super cold, and then you get in and it just starts heating your undercarriage up, and you're like, did I just piss myself?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
It's kind of,
yeah.
it'll throw you off.
My pants are warm.
Yeah,
Right.
it'll throw you
What
off.
happened?
we were talking about luxury cars the other day, and that is a luxury that once I got it, I went, how do I live without?
I
never
never have it
will.
in my car.
I don't think I'll ever live without this.
I love it so much. And the Acura, my TLX, is the first car that I've had it with. And yeah, I will upcharge me for that. I don't care. I will pay for that
Like
each
you
time.
will pay extra for heated seats. Yeah,
Yeah,
my
the
car don't
steering
have it, so.
Steering wheel, no.
Okay.
The Jeeps too. I'm driving a Gladiator right now from David Taylor.
newer
that
models,
has,
yeah.
That has the yeah, dude. And yours doesn't, right?
No, it's a 2018.
Holy smokes, dude! I could go so much longer with the top off if the wheel is heated.
I know the heat kicks ass.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. The heated wheel makes a
I
difference.
was telling the fellas before the show, speaking of cars, I'm thinking of getting one of those dash cams.
Yeah.
I'm really considering getting a
You've
dash
been
cam.
hanging out with your Russian relatives
No,
too
maybe
long.
I'm watching too many YouTube videos of fraud and
Yeah.
dash cam videos.
That sounds like a Twitter feed issue.
I support it.
I don't know, man.
Privacy is over in this world.
Well, it's not a privacy thing. It's, God forbid, my son's going to be driving. God forbid he gets into a fender bender, and whose fault is it?
Right.
Or even, we had the story a couple weeks ago. A New York City woman driving on the highway, car stops in the middle of the road, reverses, hits her. They claim she hit them.
Right.
Nope. Got the dash cam.
So what do you got to do there? Is this a monthly thing? Is it a cloud-based thing? You got to change out an SD card every
I've been
week?
researching things.
Well,
I'm trying to find the best model.
Well, how does it work?
There are SD cards. There are ones that go up into the cloud.
Okay, so there's all the options.
There's all the options. There's ones you could hardwire into the car. There's ones that will plug into the cigarette lighter.
Huh.
Well, we still call it a cigarette lighter, right?
Yeah,
well,
kids don't
some
know
of them
what
don't
that
have
is.
that anymore, right? They don't have the.
Well, they don't have the plug for it.
They
don't
still
have
do
the
have
actual
the.
burner.
Oh, they don't have the burner.
They don't
That's
have
what
the
that's
actual.
what they
I'm going to
took
light a
out.
cigarette off this
That's
thing.
right. That's right. Still have the power.
They still have the power port.
I'd wish, I kind of wish I still had the burner cigarette port experience because, I mean, that was like a line of defense for some people, Somebody tried to carjack you, just pop that thing in,
Yeah,
burn them right in the face.
Excuse me. Wait till this thing. Wait till
You
the
better
coils
not be
heat
here
up.
in 8 seconds. I will burn you.
Hey, you don't know what I'm doing with this hand. All right, I'm plugging that in while I'm arguing. 8 seconds later.
I don't know
Boom,
how many kids burnt the fingerprints off their thumb with those.
Yeah.
things.
Of course.
Oh, jeez.
If you're still around in 10 seconds from now, I'm gonna put a circle on your forearm.
I'm
You
going
ain't-
to brand you. I'm
you
gonna
know,
hit
they were
you.
in the
amazing.
back seat.
What's it? Yeah, as I was saying, in the back seat.
Yeah, where the kids are.
That was
they had them on the
luxury.
windows there, or the little.
Yeah, in the back
Handle.
seat where the kids go in the Chevy station wagon we had.
What does this do?
Is the thing to cause severe burns?
Yes, it is.
We're going to leave the kids to their own devices back there.
If you didn't have one of those circular ringworm-looking scars growing up,
Right.
you didn't live.
I
You
think
know?
on both of my thumbs, I don't have fingerprints.
That's good.
Yeah, the fingerprints are now the circular, the coil, the coil from the cigarette lighter.
So if you rob someplace and they're dusting for fingerprints, oh yeah, somebody in his 40s, somebody definitely lived through the 80s and had a station wagon.
Yeah,
Well, and honestly, it
narrowed it
looked like a
down.
fingerprint itself because it was like the circles, right?
Really did.
Like the doo-doo-doo.
yeah, they were the circles. Dude, we had a station wagon. It was the best.
Yeah. Wood
It really
paneling?
was. No, it's not wood paneling, but
Was it the silver one? Like it looked like a
it was
silver
It
bullet.
was like a doo-doo brown.
Oh yeah.
It was like a doo-doo brown color.
Was it the Chevy, like the Caprice version?
It was
42
a
brown
long-
with
it was
windows?
a long back. Was it a Malibu?
Huh.
Did Chevy make a Malibu? Was it? Was it a
Chevy
Malibu?
made a Malibu,
Was it
yeah.
a Malibu station wagon?
Yeah, it says so.
Let's see.
Was it a boxy one? You said.
All the cars were boxy back then.
Was it
Well,
it
we
one
had
of the
the Ford
mid-size
Taurus
ones?
wagon.
Because there was the big ones, but then in the 80s they started making them like this big.
Yeah.
Where they
we had
weren't-
the Ford
Station
Taurus.
Yeah, the Taurus version or whatever this one is.
It was the two-door bench seat up front, bench seat in the back, and then you'd ask your parents, "Hey, could I ride in the back?"
in the trunk.
Yeah,
Very back, yeah.
Yeah, which didn't. It was just the trunk, but it had a little fold-down flappy thing, right?
yeah. Can I ride in the trunk? Yeah, no problem. And then there were the really cool station wagons that had all the way in the back the seat that folded up, so there was the bench in the back,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
were
what-
rich if you had that.
facing
That's what I'm talking about. That had to be the Mercury. The Mercury
facing
Zephyr.
the other way, like facing the cars driving behind you. Where, God forbid, you're rear-ended, you are in a crumple zone.
Yeah.
Big time.
Actually, they would say, "Get back and sit in the crumple zone."
Like how many deaths were attributed to sitting in that seat?
But it was so fun. Whenever you got
was
to ride in a
fun.
friend's car that had it, it was the best. You sit there and wave at everyone behind you.
Yes.
right.
Mooning them. It's the best.
Pontiac 200. You had the Mercury Zephyr. This one.
Whoa,
Remember this
that's
one? This
nice.
Pontiac one with the wood panels on the side. It wasn't like that
that a
full 90s where it was like they kind of bubbled the
Yeah,
back
yeah.
of them. It was still.
Is that
This
the
was, I believe,
Sportster?
a Chevy Malibu station wagon, and it had so the cloth seats. I remember, and they had like the fringe on the cloth seats were like a hard wire, so it was like a metal wire inside plastic that like lined the seats, and eventually the plastic wears away. And when you try to get in the car, you are torn to shreds. Like, God forbid you're wearing shorts. Like, your leg is torn to shreds by the wire, which has become exposed
Yeah.
from too much use. Or ripped jeans. Good times.
Child.
But no, I'm seriously considering getting a dash cam.
So, I would wonder. Those remember car stereo places? There was like 100 of them in the 90s. Remember, like you need somebody to put in speakers or a police radar thing or something.
Yeah.
You put in there.
Custom sound.
Yeah,
Custom sounds.
custom
Yeah.
sounds.
They're still around, I believe. Like I bet you they're putting those in. They would be wise, right, if they were installing the
Security
dash
that way.
cams.
Yeah.
Right. So, are you looking at getting something that you have to install yourself?
There's a million of them. There's a million. Like you just stick on the. They got like a stickum thing. You just put behind your rearview mirror.
It's about $100.
All these things, like I mean, they go range from like $70 to $400. Mm-hmm. And trying to do the research on these things. Some of them are very high quality, where you can actually read license plates in front of you. Mm-hmm. If God forbid you need to pull footage. Others are a little more grainy, but they do the job.
I would get the good ones because you're going to need all the evidence you need if something bad happens. So.
Well, and I was talking to my brother-in-law yesterday. He's got one. His twin boys drive. You know, they're going to be 18 this month, and he goes, "Oh yeah, man, I got a front camera, a back camera." He goes, "I got the in-cabin camera too."
Oh, geez.
I'm like, I don't
want that.
I don't want that.
The kids did not object to that?
They don't object to anything.
That's too much.
I don't know.
I don't want people knowing I'm talking to myself when I'm driving around town.
I don't want to
you know?
get that. He's like, "You're going to get all those?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to do that."
Having full-out conversations.
That's going to prevent some births. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes, it could. It could be. I know.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't know. Instinct says don't do it. I don't want to be that intrusive.
No, kids deserve some privacy
Right.
to evolve into to adults.
But I know. We're already tracking their phones.
I know it's the helicopter parenting is through the roof.
The car is one of the few, zones where they
Sanctuary.
Can be, yeah, that's like a very private zone for
Everyone's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your fortress of solitude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, don't get in there. Get your camera out of my fortress.
But on the other hand, you don't want your kid screwing around. When
I
he's
know,
in there.
but also
I get
that's
it.
part of adolescence. I mean, you have a good tracker on him already. You're doing enough. He's allowed to be angry with mom and dad and let it out in the car, like
Right.
screaming in the car if he wants to. Like that, you guys don't need to
When
see
I
that.
got my license, by getting away was getting in the car and being alone.
Yeah. That's what
Yes,
I mean.
back roads.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the reasons you got a license, so I could get away
Freedom.
from you people.
And I know I'm not a parent, so I shouldn't be telling anyone
No,
advice,
and-
but I was a former child and a former teenager, and
As
thank
a
God.
former child.
As a
No,
former
you're 100%
child.
right. And I had like the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other shoulder. And I'm trying to weigh out these.
Well, which one is which? Because one of them's winning right now.
I don't know which one is which.
Isn't it always the devil?
There's always
The devil's like, no cameras,
devil and a
please.
slightly less evil devil.
I just imagine George Carlin's on one of your shoulders. I don't know. It could be either of those.
What would the devil
me.
say to a camera? No cameras.
I don't know.
They say put him in.
Yeah, no, all of us thought.
Scott's like, the devil is the camera. The
Yeah.
camera is the devil.
We must know and track and do everything.
Yeah, I feel bad for some kids. I mean,
Don't feel bad for my kids.
I
They're fine.
feel bad for their like mental, not your kids, but like in general mental states. Like I'm so happy I had the sanctuaries I had of my own room
Right.
and the luxuries of that and my car. And it was before stupid phones. We were on them all the time.
They have their methods. They have their places.
like where?
I don't know. That's
Okay.
the point. Like we had ours because we worked around whatever our parents were putting on us. Believe me, they're working around whatever we put on them.
But I also feel like that makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying? If you start blocking them out and cornering them to only one place, then they're going to go to extremes to have privacy and extremes to have
They'll find a
sanctuary.
way.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just saying, like teenagers are teenagers. They're the same. They're doing the same things we were doing, just slightly different styles because it's just a different world. But believe me, the more I'm living with more teenagers now, again, the more I'm like, yeah, nothing's different. They're doing the same things, the good ones, the bad ones. It's just it looks different, but it's the same. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
They're just doing it in different
Yeah.
ways.
No, and again, they'll find a way.
There's different rules and norms, just like there was different rules and norms when we were kids from our parents, and and it was so easy too. When we were teenagers, our parents were idiots. We were like, these idiots don't even know that we're just doing this. Our kids are doing the same thing, and they're saying these idiots don't even know.
My parents are idiots.
Yeah, we didn't have
Well,
trackers
fine,
on
I'm
us.
putting the camera in.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. Like, they're putting it on airplane mode, or they're leaving it at a friend's house and then leaving. Like, believe me, they're sneaking as much as we were sneaking. and they're just as good or bad as we were.
I had a conversation with my boy the other day. I go, and he was, he's a good kid, but he's a teenager.
Sure.
And he was trying to get one over on me. I go, I know what's going on.
I've seen it.
Oh, no. I can just see his face. Oh, no.
Yeah, like you can't BS a BSer. I know what's going on here.
That's for
Don't
damn
think I'm an
sure.
idiot.
I use that on your mom.
Okay.
No, maybe having an in-cabin camera would have prevented an early
Oh yeah,
early fatherhood for
my
you.
daughter wouldn't be here.
Or you made a lot of money.
Or you'd have a lot of gravel in your butt.
That's true. Yes. You would have figured out another way.
Life finds
to
a
knock
way.
up your girlfriend.
Yeah, life
No.
does find a
Life
way.
does find a way.
You might not want to put it in for your own sake, too. You can know too much. You don't want to. Not only are you invading the kids being able to sing along with songs and not feel like they're under observation, and being able, wipe boogs under the seat. That's what. So be it. If that's the booger graveyard they tend to want to go visit. But you might, there's some stuff you don't need to know as a parent.
Right.
You might see.
I don't
something
wanna
you
know.
wanna see.
I don't want to know everything. No, I'm definitely not going to do the in-cabin camera thing. And what is it doing to kids knowing they're being watched constantly?
That's what I mean. They need to be able to turn off and be normal.
What is that doing to kids?
But what is normal? This is normal to them.
Normal is your natural state when you have nothing around you and you can just, it's your secret, it goes back to Sex and the City, secret single behavior. Not meaning single in the sense you're not attached, but singular person in my own little head space.
Yeah.
Like what I do at home, and I'm so happy, like sometimes we set up cameras inside the house, like when we go out of town and stuff, because I need to check in on my cats like a psycho. And sometimes Tim will leave the cameras set up because we'll just be getting back that next day or whatever. And, God forbid he accidentally look at what's going on when he's at home or when he's at work because I'm dancing, like I'm having a discotheque in my living room. I'm talking to myself. I'm
Who knows
poloing my
what's going on
girlfriends.
in your
I'm
house?
bitching about God only knows what. I'm thankful that he so far because I can see if he's accessed that. He hasn't opened up the app to check in on me when I'm at home and he's not. So,
Okay, so a car camera, in the cabin. When you're on camera, you got to be on your best behavior, right? And maybe this is the place where you got to be on your best behavior at all times.
Or maybe it's adding more stress to a very stressful situation for a child who is just now driving.
I don't know. I'm definitely going to get the one that faces out on the road. I think that's okay.
All right. That's great.
Somebody says, I got to ask Tracy Bibb about this, that your insurance will go down
With a camera?
with a camera.
Makes sense.
Yeah, listen, it's evidence if, God forbid, something happens and, hey, this was not my fault. I have it on camera.
Yeah.
Here we go. And there are a ton of different models. Again, I'm going to, maybe I should ask Santa for a dash cam. I don't know.
It's a perfect gift.
I don't know.
Dash cam and
I'd love to get the dash cam on this car. Has anybody gone to a car dealership and bought a car as is?
What do you mean?
Like, here we go. This is I'm gonna walk the lot.
or brand
Yeah.
new.
That's how I got my TLX.
No, but you go to
No.
a pre-owned. You go to the pre-owned. You go to the pre-owned section of the lot.
Yeah.
He's talking about something that when they say hey, here's the records we have on it. We don't have any other records beyond
This is
this.
it.
Whatever happens, this sale
Once
is
you
fine.
yeah,
drive
I've done
it,
that.
once you drive it off the lot, it is yours.
That's all my cars growing up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called being a poor kid. Mm-hmm. In the
Well,
Midwest.
yeah. I mean,
You
listen.
just go
If
do
you're
it.
looking for an affordable car, sometimes these are the routes to go, and sometimes you're rolling the dice.
Yeah, we did that with my daughter's car, and we rolled the dice, and I don't know, didn't come up.
We won.
Didn't come up moving, huh?
I wouldn't say we won.
I did that with my Pontiac Vibe, and I swear to God, all of the interior was just a week after buying it was falling down. Everything was falling apart on the inside.
Been there.
Well, some of these shady car dealerships will just clean it up good enough to make it look nice.
Yep.
Get rid of the flood damage.
Yeah, you take it for a test drive and it's fine. And you're buying it, quote unquote, as is. And once you drive it off the lot,
It's
everybody's, the dealership, we finally got rid of that piece of garbage. Goodbye. Now it's your problem. Well, a Utah guy, I guess, was at a Subaru dealership. It was a Mazda dealership, Tyndale Mazda in Sandy, Utah. So I guess he bought a Subaru from them. And I guess when he drove off the lot, he was not a satisfied customer. So he bought the car and he says, "You know what? I don't want it anymore. I'm coming back and you give me a refund." And they go, "No. You bought it as is." Mm-hmm. Like, that's the contract you signed, as is. And the guy goes, "Nope, I'm coming back with this car."
I saw this video, I think.
Oh, yeah.
"I'm coming back with this car, and you're taking the car back from me." Like, "Nope, as is." And here's what happened next.
I want the car. I told you, mother.
Whoa! I told you.
Call the cops.
Call the cops.
That is him returning the car.
Wow.
Through the front of the dealership.
Is that how you're supposed to do that?
Sure looked like a parking spot to me.
Yeah, look clean.
I mean, he did the only logical thing. He drove the car into the front of the dealership.
Yeah, so it's like so they can use it as a display. It's the next display.
I always wondered how they got him in there.
Right through.
Now
right
I know.
Through the glass.
They crash him through, and then they build the wall back around him.
I mean, he's a man of his word, and you gotta kind of respect that. I'm bringing this car back, and when he got out of the car, he goes, "I told you."
I thought there was like a law or something if you get something because we were about to look into it because we got not a lemon, we got kind of a lime, but yeah, I thought there was a
In certain states, there are.
We don't have a lemon law.
In certain states, there are. You have I think it's 3 days.
Oh, this wasn't Missouri, right? This video didn't happen in Missouri.
It's
Utah.
more than 3.
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was more than 3. I thought it was 7.
I think it's a state by state.
It is, but I think most states are like 30 days.
30 days, dang.
Let me see here.
I did get a car from a used place here in town, and I got had hard, and it was they had
18 months.
they brought in a car from Canada, switched the odometer,
Wow.
and you think like, oh, it's a Canadian car, no big deal. But what that does is it totally voids all the warranties and everything.
Yeah.
So when I went to trade it in, they're like, no, this is worth half of what you think it is, because it's Canadian. I was like, what's that have to do with it? And like, oh, some shady dealers that will get these Canadian ones, flip the odometer, not the odometer, the speedometer to miles per hour, instead of kilometers per hour, and sell you it as if it's an American Jeep, but it's a Canadian Jeep. And it has no warranties and way less value than you think it does.
Jeez, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. Learned
That's a
it the
big
hard way.
mistake.
It cost me a lot.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about, the federal cooling off rule. The FTC cooling off rule established in the 1970s allows consumers 3 days to cancel a transaction.
Was this in the 3 days?
This rule often gets tossed around if a customer wants to return a car they just bought. It applies to purchases of more than $25 and specific sales tactics, like the ones made in your home by a pushy door-to-door salesman. It also applies to sales conducted at a place other than the retailer's usual place of business or permanent retail location.
Missouri lemon laws are 18 months, but only new cars.
Only
new cars.
So manufacturer defect, like if you get, because I've had a friend that bought a Jeep, not here, but in Nashville, and she's had nothing but issues with this Cherokee.
brand new.
Brand new. Everything started breaking immediately, and she's gone through the ringer with them because they keep fixing it.
Yeah.
So that's what the
She's
lemon
like, I
law is
want a
for.
new car.
Yeah.
She's like, this is too much. Like 10 things have gone wrong.
Yeah, something is clearly defective with this one.
And they just keep saying, no, we'll fix it.
Let me see,
And so
Missouri.
you got to go through. It doesn't seem like there's any protections for used cars that I can find.
Missouri lemon law. The lemon law in Missouri applies to new and leased vehicles. This covers your car for 1 year or through the term of the manufacturer's warranty, whichever comes first. If the car cannot be repaired in 4 attempts, if it's out of service for at least 30 days, or if it has a problem that hinders use, the customer must open a dispute through the manufacturer's resolution program. That's the Missouri lemon law. In Illinois, the lemon law in Illinois applies to new and leased vehicles except any that get modified. If your car has an issue that compromises your safety or makes it difficult to use within 1 year or 12,000 miles, a dealer must repair the defect. If they are unable to resolve the problem, you may pursue a replacement or refund. But it doesn't say anything about used cars.
Yeah. Well, it's harder to.
Illinois
Probably
still has
track.
to be under manufacturer warranty. It's the only way a used car gets lemon law protections.
So I guess maybe as is
Real.
I had a guy get me one time.
as
when I
is,
was a
man.
kid,
It's, here it is.
I would hope that this dude felt like such an a-hole.
The guy that drove his car through the dealership, or your situation?
Was he on methamphetamines or what kind of what
I
kind of
told you.
things?
He was on meth. He was the fattest meth head I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
he
don't
just
think
started
he's.
it.
Yeah, he didn't look very
Must
messy.
have been day one. I bought like a used Toyota Corolla for like $800.
Good deal.
Well, it was a good deal. And then the guy, like, it had a cracked engine block, and he didn't tell me. And he knew. It overheated as soon as I got it home as I started smoking. It was like I was a
See,
kid.
if he knew, that's fraud.
That sucks, dude. You can get him
There's
for
no
that.
way he didn't know. There's 0% chance this guy didn't. My mechanic looked at it and he goes, dude, this is... Anyone could pop this hood and tell you that this is a cracked engine block. Like, this engine's done. And the guy, I called him and I go, hey, man. I was young, man. I was like 18. I think it was like the second car I was ever...
Right.
And he's like, I don't know nothing about it, Like, it was just some... It was like an older guy, and I'm like, he just ripped off like basically a
Kid.
teenager.
Yeah.
You
Basically.
feel good about yourself, man? I was 18, technically I was an
He
adult.
got one over on you.
And then he goes, when I drove it home, and it had his plates on it. He forgot to take the plates off. And he goes, he called me like 3 days later. He goes, hey, man, I need to get those plates back from you. And I was like,
All right, I'll trade you.
bro, they'll be at the bottom of a lake.
I got them right here. I'll sell them to you for $800.
I'll sell, that's exactly what I said. I go, come get the car and you can have them. You can take the plates on the car and give me my $800. Because I was like, you clearly like ripped me off, man. And I tried, to threaten lemon laws, and he's like,
Nah, that doesn't work
no
that
bueno.
way.
And I did. I think I threw his license plates in a strip cut somewhere. Small redemption.
Yeah, I think only these lemon laws apply to new and used, newer or leased cars.
Yeah.
Driving the car through the dealership would be one of those moments that feels so good in the moment
Yep.
that feels really bad about 10 minutes later.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't he pop his head back in? He's like, is there anyone under the car? And they're like, no, you're good. He's like, okay.
Who, this guy?
Yeah.
I didn't see I just saw where it cut.
When you showed me the video yesterday, I went, "That's attempted murder."
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't attempted murder, now it's attempted murder
I hope it's not fake.
Oh, this is not fake.
because it's right in.
I wasn't high. I told you, mother.
Whoa!
Where
Call the cops.
didn't you have an edit yesterday with Limp Bizkit?
Oh, like he
know.
just said that Limp Bizkit was playing on the speakers.
Oh, that is it was my way too, which is great.
No, I was listening to a video prior to showing that to
Oh,
you.
bummer,
yesterday.
because I thought he got out and like that
Yeah.
was blaring because that
Way
would
to the
have made
highway.
it my favorite video of all time. That's hilarious.
Sometimes you gotta let it all come out.
Yeah, I wonder what was wrong with the car.
Sometimes you gotta stand up and shout.
Yeah. So the guy was arrested. He did pop his head back in and go, "Everybody all right?"
Yeah. If the video I saw, he said he came back in real quick. He's like, was there anyone under that? And they're like, no. And he's like, okay.
All right, good.
So he
It's
had
off
that.
again.
He started thinking, but he's like, man, these wipers are terrible. They keep leaking when I push this button. I bet that's what it was.
Yeah, man, he's walking out going, "Oh boy, I could have killed somebody. I'm gonna get in trouble for
Yep.
that."
It's all clicking in now.
It's like, you always see the Office Space kind of dream. If you get fired or something, you take a computer and you slam it down. I'm sure by the time you hit the parking lot, you're like, "Oh God, what did I do that for? I'm screwed." Talk about somebody that has all your information.
Man.
I mean, how many dealerships who are selling cars like this will let you take the car to your mechanic to check it out?
We had I I mean, you can. I think you could take it for.
I've done that.
I've done that.
Like, hey, I'll
I've
buy
done
it,
it
but
every
let me take
time
it to my own
since-
mechanic.
I've done that every single time since that happened to me when I was a kid. If I buy a car or I'm driving a car, I take it to my friend who's a mechanic. I have him give it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it on a test drive and
Independent.
drive it right to your mechanic.
Hey, my son-in-law, he bought something on one of the website ones, and shoot, he was explaining it to me. Like they delivered it, and then he has X amount of days. It was like a week or something, right?
Was it a Carvana?
Carvana, you have 7 days,
7
no
days.
questions asked.
That's what it was. Yeah. And I think you still got to pay the shipping fee. It's like a couple $100 maybe you lose.
Yeah.
But he was like,
You can filter that out, though. There are cars that they'll deliver with no shipping fees.
oh, okay.
So
Well,
it's literally free to, because you don't really get to test drive it if you're ordering it online.
right, that's what he said. He's like, I got a week of test driving basically, and he's like, it's only going to cost me $300 if I decide not to get the.
And Carvana strictly used cars?
I don't know.
Or they
I
sell
don't
new
even know if
cars?
it was that one. I'm not saying that.
There's
I'm just-
probably some new. I think they buy stock, but I mean, you can get cars with almost no mileage.
Do you remember Carvana when they first came out? They had those big towers.
They still do.
with the elevators.
Well, I know they still do, and they wanted to put one up in Chesterfield.
Oh, that's right.
They wanted to do one up in Chesterfield, but they're like, nah, it's an eyesore.
So they
but
put
yet
up-
they
It's
put,
kinda
but- so they
cool.
put up Topgolf.
I saw one in Chicago when Tim and I were there, and I was like, oh, that's really neat.
KC has one. It's cool.
Dude, I know that's why. You know, I mean, I've obviously been working with David Taylor for the last couple of years, but that is why it showed me how you actually do have to kind of really trust,
Oh, absolutely.
and you build a relationship. And it's important that these dealerships in the area build relationships with customers so you can trust them and be like, yo, can I take this to my mechanic? Or, you know, what's the deal? Discuss that stuff. Don't ever buy something if you're not comfortable. Discuss it with them.
Yeah,
if they're a good place, they're going to talk to you and
Yeah, and they'll be, hey, man, you want to take it to your mechanic?
they'll
Go ahead.
be cool, dude. They'll be cool. That's why I work with who I work with because
Yeah,
they're freaking cool.
If they're questioning you, your instincts should go, ooh, something's wrong here.
Yeah.
If they're not wanting you to take it to somebody that independently to get it checked out, something's up. Something shady going on here.
Not that we're-
Danger.
We had a story last year that was not this, but I think you were saying like quitting the job. Remember when we had the story about the guy that like took his chair?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Girl,
It was a girl.
Took her office chair because she's like, fine, I'm out. I'm taking my chair.
my chair.
And they're like, that chair was $1,500, so we're going to take it out of your last paycheck unless you bring it back. And then having to wheel it.
She had to wheel it
that's
back
right.
in.
Having to
That's
like wheel
right.
it back in, bring it up the elevator. Like, I'm like, man, I'd almost just eat
Walk
the
of
15
shame.
hundo.
No.
Yeah, I remember that story. Hey, speaking of returning stuff, has anybody heard of this? It's a company called Nuuly, N-U-U-L-Y. You could rent clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just
There's a
like
few of
rent,
these.
rent the runway.
Yeah, rent the run.
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Yeah, Rent the Runway has had this model for a number
Yeah.
of years.
Yeah, my wife and sisters do this on any vacation they ever go on. They rent them, so they have really cool clothes for the vacation.
Yeah, and they return them. I'm sure they have their own rules when it comes to, wear and tear, and if something happens, and unless you could spill something on yourself, before you return it, there's a whole bunch of things that could happen. Okay, so picture this. So you think you're having a bad day. This woman named Tessel probably had it worse. So she posted a video on TikTok, and she's talking about the tale of the time she sat in literal human poopy
Oh, no.
Oh.
on the New York City subway one day. So she calls the moment quite possibly the worst experience to ever experience in New York City on the subway. After making a trip to Midtown Manhattan to do whatever, she was returning a pair of boots, she says. She hopped on a W train at 28th Street, hoping to relieve herself of the unusually hot October day. But when she sat down, she immediately knew something was wrong.
I would say so.
I
man.
was just thinking, like, okay, nothing worse than crapping yourself. No, there is. Sitting in somebody else's
Sitting in
caca.
somebody else's caca.
Oh, especially on a subway in New York. No offense, but like you go, oh, what does this person have with them? You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Yeah, and if you've ever been on the subway in New York, especially if it's crowded, the doors open, and you see a seat, you just go to it. Mm-hmm. You just go. You almost don't even look to see what you're sitting on. You see an empty spot, and you go, all right, I'm gonna sit here.
What's to say about the subway that it smells so bad that you don't even notice?
Right. And are the seats brown? Like, how do you not know? Like, even if you're going for a seat, you still kind of look at it.
I don't know if it was.
Okay.
Hold on to your breakfast, guys.
Thanks.
Who knows if it was
Doggone
like
it.
diarrhea or like.
And it was like,
I don't think
see
we're
what
talking
you're
about a couple
saying.
logs here. You know,
But that thin
we're
little
definitely not
cushion,
talking about a couple.
You can't tell because the thin little
there's no
cushion.
cushion. It's there's no cushion. It's plastic seats.
Sometimes they have the cushion, dude.
In my experiences, I've never sat on a cushioned subway seat. A lot could go
You know
wrong.
what I'm saying by cushion? It's like a piece of fabric.
It's like the Metrolinks.
Yeah, where like
I've never seen
you don't know it has anything
I've
until
never
it's
seen it on the
squishy.
subway in New York City, but maybe recently. I have not been on the subway recently.
I don't think so.
I think it's still just the orange plastic.
You're
they
asking for
spray and wash.
urine-soaked seats if you do that.
That's right. That's right. And it could have been, I don't think this was a sit on a couple logs situation, come whatever. But she sits on the seats, immediately knows something's up. Immediately. And she's like, there were plenty of other people on this train car that could have warned me.
Yeah, good point.
She says she looks at everybody. I'm like, why didn't anybody say anything? Why did you not stop me? Because that's the way it is now.
It's a social experiment.
We're not looking out for each other.
I know. We're all just sitting around
We all
in
just want to
diarrhea.
keep to ourselves.
John Quiones popped into the subway car.
What would you do?
Yeah. A woman. A poopy seat. You know about it. What would you do?
I, of course, would. No. I would.
Does the community look
I-
out?
I, without a doubt, would go, no. I know myself.
You just
I would get involved.
But how many times are you going to be there? Just poopy. You just keep pointing. Poopy.
Don't do it.
Poopy. Poopy.
No. You go, no.
Poopy.
Anyway. So, yeah, she sits down on the poopy seat, and she writes, I didn't know what to do. I stood in the station smelling of someone else's bowels and sobbing harder than I had in years.
Oh, God.
Gross.
And you're
I
crying.
was in shock. I was horrified. I was humiliated.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well, what sucks even more is, and if you've ever lived in a big city like that, you're far away from home.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're an hour
Yeah.
from getting home.
Like, this is not, I get in my car and drive to wherever.
Right.
This is, I have to go on the subway again,
Wearing this for the day.
wearing this for the day.
Yep.
And I'll have to pass another 8,500 people smelling like this.
I'm in Midtown Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I live in another borough, but I have to deal with this. So she says she walked into one of these Lululemon stores and just tried to get out of the pants
Good.
and just get into something else.
Yeah.
And she said at Lululemon, actually, they were very nice. They gave her 75% off. She says she called today, you sat in another person's caca 75% off.
That's all it
Very
takes
nice.
to get
I
a
guess so.
discount at Lululemon. This is breaking news.
Yeah, I've been doing it wrong. I always sit my own. I need to switch
You need to
this
sit in
up.
somebody else's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knew?
We're going to give you these pants 75% off at Lululemon. That'll be $850.
Right. It's still $1,000.
Yeah,
but-
that's taking a teaspoon of sand from the beach. Anyway, so to add to all this, the jeans that she was wearing when she sat in the poopy was from this newly clothing rental company.
Oh, no.
Meaning that she was expected to return these pants at some point.
Or pay full price for them, or whatever it is. I think sometimes you can keep the clothes, can't you?
Yeah.
But you have to pay an upcharge or something.
Yeah.
So she did the right thing and she washed the pants. Like she took them home and she washed them, but she did not disclose when she returned the pants that she had sat in another person's waist.
That sucks.
Is that the wrong thing to do?
I mean, what do you...
Well, what'd she complain about on the subway? No one warned her, and now she's returning that favor?
After securing these new pants, she admits she went home, she washed the jeans twice, returned them to Newly, though she did not inform them of sitting in the waist on the subway.
Kind of a similar story that I'm thinking about is when my mom travels a lot for work, and she has to get rental cars pretty frequently. And so she knows kind of the drill. She's got it down to a science. She gets in, gets out, checks it, blah, blah, blah. Well, I guess it was last year. She was somewhere, maybe Chicago or something. She's looking at the rental car, and everything looks good from the outside. She does one of these pre-scheduled things where she doesn't have to go to the desk and whatnot. You essentially just go get the car and drive off. And luckily, she was putting her bags in the trunk because when she popped the trunk, it was full of vomit.
Oh.
Like soaked. And she goes, "What the hell is this?" And then
And this is a rental?
this was a rental car. And so had she had put the bags in the back seat and not popped that trunk, she would have never known she was just
Driving around
chauffeuring
with
vomit.
With a vomit-filled trunk.
Yes.
How does that happen?
Somebody, in her words, she was like, somebody just seemed to have gotten hammered drunk and just let it all rip in the
In
trunk.
the trunk.
That's the
kidding.
weirdest thing because every time I've returned a car, you put it in the lane, and they, if I remember right, like they're cleaning out the trunks. You know, the trunks are open of the cars.
They always pop the trunk.
That's what I
Right.
thought. Like
Yeah.
just to make sure that you didn't leave golf clubs back there.
Would you
or
imagine
something.
popping the trunk and just getting a whiff and like, whoa,
That's what happened.
God.
She was appalled, rightfully so.
Like when you pull in and they're cleaning it, they got all the doors open and the
Always,
trunk
yeah,
open.
always the trunk.
That's weird.
Not in this place. And I
That
don't
is weird.
remember which kind of,
Oh, I bet you I
place it
know which
was.
one it was.
What?
I had
Oh, no.
I had one bad experience. with-
Hertz?
No, no.
Dollar?
Does it
No.
rhyme
Davis?
with? Does
No.
it rhyme with Enterprise?
No. No, all of those I've had great experiences. There's one that I will never rent from again. It's named after an animal, and you can just go from there.
Okay.
Named after an animal.
Yeah, see, and that's exactly why.
Greyhound.
What?
No,
Is
man.
this a big company?
I don't know.
Rats.
I don't know. It was the cheapest.
Rat's car rental.
It was the cheapest, and I was like, oh, this is such a great deal, and it was one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life.
Well, and my point of the story is, so this woman, she does not tell the clothing rental company that she sat in human waste. She returns the jeans even though she washed them twice.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody gets the jeans next,
They maybe won't know. I mean, if they're washed, you're not going to know. There's
You've
feces
never
everywhere.
sharded and washed your underwear?
yeah, but that's,
no.
that's my,
They go in the trash can.
Specialty.
Okay.
and yes, and the couple times that I did do it,
One trash can, one yes.
I have thrown my pants. I have, not my jeans, but through my underwear.
Oh yeah, trash
Change
can
your
at
story
trash can at Pizza
Good
Hut
story
in
on that.
in Lake of the Ozarks. 1997. No, 5.
It's not. It's
1995.
somebody else's waste.
I get that. I'm just saying, like, is the washer getting it clean or is it not?
The washer's not getting it because I'm not putting that in my washer. I don't want it.
God
bet you
bless
went
her
to
for
a
putting that in her washer.
Well,
Oh, no,
she
she
lives
went
in
to
New
a
York
laundromat.
City.
she went to a laundromat. You're right.
Yeah, she lives in New York City,
Yeah, she
so
went
you
to a
know.
laundromat.
Which is worse.
That's
Yeah.
what terrifies me about laundromats. Like, that's where people go to wash the nasty that they don't want to put in their home washers.
You think?
Well, if you
Yeah.
live in New York City, you don't.
If
9 times out of 10, you don't have your own washer dryer.
That's
So you're always going to one of these laundromats. Would you be upset if you knew that the person who had the pants before you sat in feces on the subway?
As long as I couldn't smell, see, or hear any of it, I'm
No
good.
matter how many times you wash, that's down in the fibers.
No, it's not. It's
Well, I mean,
fine.
That's why it goes in the
Fabric.
trash can.
That's down there in the.
Trash can.
That's down there.
I
in the
do so
fibers.
much vintage shopping that, like, I assume everybody crapped those pants
yeah,
on
right.
mine.
That's what's the difference. You're already
Yeah.
wearing used clothes that someone else
Right.
been farting in, and
Yeah, but I know it. If I did something, if I soiled something, it's gone. Dookie touches clothing, it touches cloth, it's gone.
Somebody's watching her TikTok video that she puts out there, and she goes, "Wait, I recognize those jeans. What? I'm wearing them now." No. Well, the Newly company, the company that rents out these clothes, they did see her video about the pants, and they said they took the jeans out of circulation.
sure they did.
Sure, yeah.
Took them out of circulation.
I'm sure it's got a code on it, and they could track that exact pair of pants. Get out of here.
Listen, this is a cautionary tale. If you're
It
going
is.
to New York City over the winter break, just be careful out there.
Don't sit down.
Don't
Wherever
sit
you,
down.
whatever you do not sit down.
Take a doo-doo pie.
It is fun. I mean, it is true. Like those subway doors open, and it's a mad rush to just grab a seat if you can. You try not to touch things.
I know.
Hey, what happens on something that's like a dry clean only if somebody does something weird in it? Throw up or duke.
Dry clean it. You gotta. They have ways.
That's what I'm saying. Well, what are the ways? Like, can you dry clean dookie?
Yeah. You can
You
dry
can?
clean anything.
You
yeah.
can? I thought
Yes.
it was just chemicals.
There's a movie called The Sweetest Thing, starring Cameron Diaz, Christina Applegate, and Selma Blair. And I'm not going to give it away because it's very pornographic, but there's a situation that happens with Selma Blair and a dress that she borrows from Christina Applegate. And she's got to go get it dry cleaned because there's a little stain on there. Okay? And they do everything they can to get that thing out.
Really?
Yes.
Little Monica Lewinsky situation.
Yeah,
It can be done, huh?
It can be
it
done.
can be done. A good dry cleaner. Get any stain out.
But what
That's
is the
right.
process? I'm so confused. What happens back there?
Well, in the
we
movie The
don't-
Sweetest Thing, this guy kind of taste tests it to
Nobody
see
knows.
what's up.
Oh,
What?
stop
Yeah,
it.
That's
he
enough
does.
of
Well, he
that.
does because he's like, I got to know what the stain is. She tells
Whoa.
him it's soda, and he knows better.
Oh, no.
Back
Hey, you
to
guys want to know what the hot new cosmetic procedure is?
Can we guess? Give us. Is it upper body or lower body?
It's an upper body
Okay.
procedure.
Oh, I was going to say scrotum smoothing.
Is this where people are? What you said, it's a procedure, so it's permanent.
I think so.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know if you have to get retouched.
Okay, so it's like a filler or a Botox of some
Yeah.
sort?
Is it? I saw this and it blew my mind. I saw this non-surgical nose jobs. Is it that?
Nope.
That's
No.
just called a punch.
No, have you, dude? They like inject your. It's wild.
Huh?
I don't want to get off track, but
Is that where they're giving you kind of like bulbous noses?
they like inject stuff into your nose to like change the shape of it?
Oh, and mold it?
Make it look
Yeah,
like pigs.
It's
Your
like
nose
they put
continues to
liquid.
grow.
Yeah, I've seen that, but that's not what I'm talking about.
What?
Dude, look it up. It's nuts.
I don't want to.
This is an upper body procedure. It's a filler procedure that
Oh,
are people getting
Is it
like shoulder implants?
Nope.
Oh.
pecs,
nope. Well, you're close.
Abs.
Nope.
Nipples.
nippies.
Nipples.
Nipples.
New nips. Okay.
People are getting women are getting nip fillers.
Oh no. What do you mean?
Nip filler.
What is
Like they're
that?
not happy with how voluptuous their nipples are?
They
Make
wanna-
them perky, so you could see them through shirts.
Oh God! Everything goes back to
Come
Sex in the City. Miranda has the fake nipples that she wears at this party.
You're
okay,
kidding.
I'm not.
Just to have a THO?
And just a THO. I haven't heard that since 1999. But yeah.
T-H-O.
It's
what
very high
happens
school.
is-
T-H-O. Can't say it
What
on
is
the air.
that?
I can't say that, man.
So what happens is
I'll
I'm
write
sorry,
it.
It's
You've never heard
Samantha.
that? Write it down.
Dude, that's what everything that's what everybody said in
Yeah,
high
if you
school.
had hard, if you were cold in the 90s and this happened to you, people would say, THO.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You remember that?
Yeah, like Jennifer Aniston.
I've never
Oh, Jennifer Aniston, every episode of
it
Friends.
made her career.
I've never used that term ever.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it for
You're not
25
better than
years.
us.
Must, you must
I don't
have
know
been-
what that is.
I'm-
You're not better than us.
No, it makes me worse than you.
You got to email that to. I don't know what that is.
Are you
Anyway,
serious?
Yeah.
Well, it
listen.
must have been a St.
Scots
Louis
don't
thing.
know.
Maybe it's just a young dad thing. Maybe we got in.
What are you talking about?
Maybe
Now
that's why we were young dads. We were cool back then.
So Samantha has the fake nipples, okay? Miranda puts them on because out of the crew, she's got the worst breasts. She walks through this party and everybody turns to look at her because of the THO that she's got going on. And then Samantha says, "Give me back my fake nipples." Okay. And then she goes and mates with some guy who's a total baby
me
talker
back
in
my
bed. It's a whole thing.
nipples.
But yeah, so I could see why people are doing this.
And by the way, on the instant feedback, Matt wants to know, I'm dying here. Why do New Yorkers not have washers and dryers? When you live in an apartment that's 300 square feet,
And you're millions of feet in the air.
when you live in an apartment that is maybe 300 square feet, you don't have room for it.
Yeah.
And they have laundromats on basically every corner. It's just a thing. Anyway, back to the nipples.
Okay.
So, they're called designer nipples. And now this is the thing that women are going to cosmetic surgeons. And they're getting basically fillers. It's a minimally invasive procedure that involves injecting hyaluronic acid into the nipple to enhance projection.
Yikes.
And
Yeah.
they look at these models like Bella Hadid and Kendall Jenner and Florence Pugh. I guess they're wearing these tight tops and their
No
nips are
It's all
see-through.
cyclical.
They see through things.
During the Friends era, during Jennifer Aniston doing this, the THO was in style, and then it was pads, and now we're back to this. I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been using pads for the last decade or so. They're like, finally, I can take this stuff out. That's cool because it was very uncool for a while there.
Yeah,
Well, they sell- I mean, Kim Kardashian sells the bras with the fake nips in it now.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's making a fortune on it.
Fake nips.
I don't know what the brand is. Skims.
Skims.
Oh, Skims.
Yeah,
But the nipples are, it's like the bat suit from Clooney. They built the nipples right in.
Oh, really?
I'd rather have that than a needle and acid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so
Yeah,
they're
acid in
You
your...
can save money, too. and just
hyaluronic acid. I think I'm saying that right.
cut the erasers off of number 2 pencils and
Yeah, exactly.
just hot glue them on.
So in this article I was reading, the doctor says that the procedure costs around $5,000.
That's insane.
Usually entails 1 cc of dermal filler per nipple.
How long will it last? Until they're uncool again?
I don't know. I don't know if it because you got to get Botox every how often?
Year? 6 months?
Is it a year, 6 months? I don't know. I have no idea.
I have no.
Well, I know for my nipples, it's
know.
every 3 months.
Every 3.
Yeah.
You got to get a tune-up.
Every 5,000 miles, you got to get
Yeah.
your nips changed.
But yeah,
lube.
designer nipples are so hot now.
Nippy lube.
Nippy.
Nippy lube,
Just the
yeah.
wind,
In,
man.
out, perked.
I'm happy that you learned a new term today.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all because of the Skims, the sheer tops that women are wearing now. I'm all for it.
Okay. Scott Rizzuto endorsed. Cool.
I know in Crap on Celebrities later on, you'll talk about Google's annual year in search results. So I got some of the stuff, some of the year in search stats, not having really to do with Crap on Celebrities type of things, but I'm looking at some of this stuff and I'm going, man, I am out of touch.
With what?
Well, okay, so rundown of the top searches by category in the U.S. So the top 10 news articles we Googled in 2024. The election, that was number 1. The soccer tournament in Copa America was number 2. The 2024 Summer Olympics, Hurricane Milton, and the Paralympics. The next 5 were Project 2025, Trump assassination attempt, U.S. House election results, heat advisory, and Hurricane Helene. The top memes and trends we were searching for this year. And some of this stuff I have no idea. And maybe you guys could clue me into what I was missing. So demure, I know that.
Yeah.
The just give me my money meme. What?
Just give me my. No, I don't know what that is.
English or Spanish? Does anybody know any of this stuff?
Those are languages.
This and yap. 17 diapers.
Good movie.
Hear me out. Coquette. Roman Empire. I know that one. I remember that one. But that was actually from last year.
Yeah, it seems old.
Brat. I know that one. And Big Back. No?
No.
I can assume on that one.
I bet you if we asked our kids, they'd know all those things. The top recipes we searched this year were Olympics chocolate muffins, made famous by some Norwegian swimmer. Tanghulu, Teeny's mac and cheese is what we made on Thanksgiving. Mama Kelsey's cookies, and dense bean salad.
Yummy.
Dense bean salad. And pickles were so big that Google devoted a special section to our favorite pickle recipe searches. Dill pickle bread, daikon radish pickles, pickled cucumber salad, pickled Dr. Pepper, and refrigerator pickle brine. And the top workouts this year, according to Google, the somatic workout. I don't know, what is that?
I don't know.
Can somebody look that up? The somatic workout. That was the
Somatic
top
workout.
Google searched workout.
This is a mind-body exercise that can help relieve stress, tension, and improve your mental health. So somatic yoga. It's a
Okay.
type of yoga that focuses on body and breath awareness, and it looks like you're doing a lot of breath work with somatic exercise.
Then there was the indoor walking workout. The indoor walking workout. I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Right.
28-day calisthenics, and the Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Every time a new Hugh Jackman movie comes out, the Hugh Jackman Wolverine workout resurfaces.
Yeah, I think that's what that is.
Build a leaner, more
The
muscular.
Wolverine.
It's always on the
Wolverine
cover
workout.
of Men's Health.
Yeah, because whenever he does one of those Wolverine movies, he always shows himself in the gym. getting ready.
I mean, he was pretty sliced up.
This is actually this has a PDF. I'm gonna print this right now.
Yeah.
The Wolverine workout.
Dude, it looks easy. You sit on a couch, drink a six-pack,
No.
eat lots of pizza. This is cool.
This is what
What is this?
I'm a wolf out, dude.
What is it?
It's so Monday. So it gives you like a breakdown. So incline dumbbell bench press, 2x10, 15 sets.
Is this what Hugh Jackman did?
I guess so. You do that. You rest for 90 seconds after you do that. Looks like you do it like 15 sets. Dumbbell bench press.
15 sets.
I'm gonna be here all day.
15 reps.
Or reps.
Oh, 15 reps.
Okay.
Warm-up
I was like,
sets.
well, of course,
10
he's
by-
getting paid to do this.
2x10, 15 of those. Okay. Then it's a bent over 2-arm dumbbell row, a close grip pull up, a military press, a wide grip upright row, a hanging leg raise, a floor crunch, and then intervals, free-form cardio, warm up for 2 minutes, alternate between a 1-minute high intensity and 2-minute low intensity for 4 rounds, which will equal to about 14
Oh, I
minutes.
love how easy this is, especially
you
that
got
Hugh
it?
Jackman's got, a Disney trainer with him, making all his meals, working them out.
At his private gym where no one else is going to be on any machine wasting time.
That's his job. His job is to get jacked for this role.
Well, we're going to be off work for a couple of weeks. This is now our job. We need to get shredded for 2025.
Shredded.
All right, the top Google Maps searches for tourist attractions this year. Can anybody guess what number 1 was? The top Google Maps searches for tourist attractions. What was the number one? Basically, the number 1 tourist attraction.
Appalachian
according to
Trail?
Google. Nope.
Disney World.
Nope.
The eclipse.
Nope.
Okay.
Attraction. Was it one of the roller coasters?
Nope.
Oh.
It was a place. Now, it was a thing. It was a big thing in a big city.
The Olympics.
Nope. The Sphere.
Oh.
Vegas.
Oh yeah.
The Sphere in Vegas was the big Google tourist attraction search this year.
Tracks.
Navy Pier in Chicago was number 2, followed by the Edge in New York City, which we went to last year. That was pretty cool.
He played at the Sphere.
The Kentucky Horse Park in Lexington and the Willis Tower in Chicago.
Way to go, Chicago.
And now you know. Now you know all the Google searches for 2024, the top ones. We're 2 weeks from Christmas, and I know Lauren has not put her tree up yet. Moon, you got your tree up.
Everything's up.
Scott, you got your tree up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We
Rafe,
got it all set.
tree up?
No, we did I got one of those gaudy little, I love them because it reminds me of my upbringing. You know those little ceramic trees
Yeah, with the little lights.
that have the lights that go in
I
them?
love those.
Yeah. We have one of those. Like the little, it's tiny.
Yeah. It's such a trashy thing, and I love it.
Those go for a lot of money,
Brings me
too.
comfort. I know. It's weird.
For those of us who have our trees up, have you bought any candy canes yet?
No.
Nah.
Do you do candy canes?
I hate candy canes. They're just decoration to me, man.
Okay, and that's the question. If you have candy canes on your trees, will they be eaten?
If they were when I was a kid, they had those green ones that had
Oh,
red
yeah.
stripes and stuff on them. Those were worth eating.
Yeah, those were okay every once in a while. I think one of the kids will eat
Actually
candy
eats them.
canes. Yeah.
So a poll by Brock's found candy canes are definitely a tradition. So 90% of people are like, yes, candy canes are a tradition. You put them on the tree. But we're now more likely to use them as decorations than food.
Yeah. I get
Most
it.
people don't eat them.
It's just such a letdown, man. Like every time you crack it open, you're just like, okay, and then it's like sticky and weird, and you're like, do I take the plastic off? Okay. And
Yeah, you do have to be meticulous, like you're diffusing a bomb to get all the plastic off.
Exactly.
Of
There's
the
so much work for such little
Payoff.
return. No thanks.
Yeah, but you ever suck it down to a shiv and stab your little
stab
brother with it?
Absolutely.
That's a good feeling.
It's just a more elongated way to have better breath. It's just a mint. It's just a big J-looking mint.
We ate them when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, I would eat them too.
They'd be disappearing off the tree.
Consumed.
Candy's candy. When you're a kid, man, maybe not anymore. Maybe kids have access, but we didn't have like unlimited candy access. So like if it even fell into the category of candy,
You're eating it.
it's going down.
I'm not a candy guy. Chocolate.
Yeah, overall, we are pro candy cane. 80% feel nostalgia for them. 77% would describe them as refreshing. 75% would even describe them as delicious. Peppermint is their preferred holiday flavor. says over half the people in this poll.
I do love a peppermint mocha. Just one. I don't go all out. Not getting one every damn week.
Just one.
Might get one today after the show.
You know how I see a candy cane? As festive future garbage.
Yeah. I just feel like it's a waste. I look at it and I always think like, man,
Festive
think
future
all the
garbage.
energy that went into this and it's just going to get trashed.
Well, no, you just keep them. We had the candy canes of the 80s well into the 90s. Like my mother. I'm not kidding. And I think I ate them. Like every year I'd eat one of these like 10-year-old.
The longer you have them, the harder it is to unwrap them.
That's right.
Yeah,
Because they get all mushy.
the best part of candy canes is the little box that it comes when you can go boop, 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 and put them in the little slots.
Remember
yeah.
that
They
movie?
do organize well.
Yeah, I think the history of them are, I think they used to be given out at church to keep the kids quiet during Mass.
Upside down for Jesus, right? Because it's a jag.
No, they
Shepherd's
were,
hook.
and a shepherd's
Oh, or
staff.
that. I don't know.
Yeah.
They were made into a shepherd's staff.
I think if they weren't able to hang on a Christmas tree, they would have
Would have been gone.
been gone.
Yeah, because they started making the straight ones, remember?
Oh, yeah.
For a minute, there were straight
Peppermint
ones.
sticks?
Yeah, peppermint
Peppermint sticks.
Outta here.
They're gone. They're gone.
Yeah, I like to have a little hook to hold.
I don't like straight
I
peppermint
don't
sticks.
like straight, non-curved sticks.
Give me a handle. I want to suck on an umbrella.
No longer a cane. It's trash.
Yeah, they were meant to keep kids quiet at church.
Dude, what was that movie with Paul Walker where the guy was candy cane, the trucker that was trying to kill him? Steve Zahn.
Oh, Steve
Steve
Zahn.
Zahn?
Candy cane. What is that movie?
It was a Paul Walker
It's like one of the
movie?
only other Paul Walker movies that wasn't a Fast and Furious movie.
No.
Joyride.
Joyride, yeah.
I forgot
I-
about that.
And
Did
finally,
Paul
on the,
Walker only do movies with cars involved?
I think
Yes,
so.
that was part of his
And the
contract.
Deedles. He was the
Rides?
Deedle. That was his breakout role.
A what?
Meet the Deedles. It was like a Disney.
Meet the Deedles.
That was Paul Walker's first.
Was Tom Arnold in that?
That was Meet the Stupids.
Meet the Stupids.
Which is a great movie. I
Was
love
Ben
this
Stiller in that?
That was Meet
with
the Fockers.
Parents.
Oh,
Just one final thing on the food tip. The McDonald's purple mascot Grimace has been around for, 50 years now? Mm-hmm. And there are a lot of unknowns about Grimace.
Yeah, I think he's the pink slime.
Purple.
Like, is there a Mrs. Grimace?
No.
And
Is he a Mrs. Grimace?
have they ever procreated? Someone went to the McDonald's website to a page where they say, "Get your questions answered," and they typed, "How does Grimace breed?" And the site said there were 0 results to that question. Now the person took a screenshot of that and posted it on social media with the caption, "Unbelievable." Now whoever runs the McDonald's account was not amused. They responded with, "Sigh." Someone else said this needs to be studied. And McDonald's said, "Does it?" with a crying emoji. And then it kept going. And the original screenshot poster said, "Answer the question, McDonald's." And McDonald's responded, "I just started sweating." And someone else said, "I think some things are better to remain a mystery." And the McDonald's account said, "I feel the same way." For what it's worth, there have been various theories of what Grimace is.
Dude, I'm reading it right now, and
It's
it's factual, and it's crazy. I never knew any of this.
Is he a milkshake?
no.
It says Grimace is a purple, spherical, lovable McDonald's character, best friends with Ronald McDonald. Originally in 1971, introduced as Evil Grimace, a villain who stole milkshakes from customers.
Do you know what he is?
However, his character has changed to a more friendly and cuddly version. According to McDonald's manager, Grimace is meant to look like a giant taste bud.
That's what I was saying.
Aw.
Taste bud.
Taste bud.
Ew.
That's disgusting.
I like Grimace.
He's a taste bud? What?
I wish I had just like tons of little grimaces in my mouth, you know?
you do.
And I open up and they're like, "Hi."
Oh.
Like all thousands of them. Ah. Looks like herpes. Cool.
Ha. He's a taste bud?
You know what?
I don't like that.
Like McDonald's tweeted some stuff in 2012 talking about, is he a milkshake or is he a taste bud? Oh, dude, I feel like this is just a brilliant marketing campaign that when McDonald's needs something to talk about,
Roll
they
out Grimace.
Roll out the what is Grimace
Yeah,
stories.
is he a milkshake? Is he a purple blob?
Yep.
Is he a taste bud? Regardless, it's probably not healthy to obsess over how he
Hemorrhoid.
may or may not breed. I'll just be honest with you.
Does look like a hemorrhoid.
He's a hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
Too many milkshakes.
Hey, let's throw that out there.
Hey.
He's an hemorrhoid. All right, let's do
A
this.
little grimace with hemorrhoids.
What'd you say, Rafe?
You will definitely grimace if you got a bad hemorrhoid.
Yeah. All right, today's Team Riz Member of the Day is brought to us by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Check out the all-new Hot Shots Lindbergh, 7575 Lindbergh Boulevard, your new home for sports in South County. Get all the info at hotshotsnet.com. From St. Peters, Missouri, Chris Ross is our
Chris.
Chris has been a listener of the Riz Show since day one and has loved watching the evolution of the show ever since. Loves what all of us bring to the show with our personalities and humor. He also misses Jeff's presence on the show. He is very appreciative to the show for always keeping his memory alive and well. Looks forward to seeing what the Riz Show does next in the upcoming year and is grateful for the Riz Show crew for all they have done for our local community. Chris Ross from St. Peters is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up. 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. Yeah, I think he is a purple butt plug. Let's go with that one.
I like that one.
All right, Crime Bound Celebrities after the break. It's 7:11. It is Wednesday. First look at the traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We got a right lane blocked and a right-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash. 70 westbound just after Lindbergh. Further west than that, there's a right-hand shoulder blocked due to a stalled vehicle 70 westbound at Mid-River Small Drive. Your point forecast breezy with some light flurries. High of 40. Right now it's 31 at the Point Studio.
All right, Lauren, what do you got?
Megan and MGK, what happened? The Rat Pack is back. Another freaking Foxx movie is coming, and the end of year trend searches.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday and the worst Christmas songs of all time, according to USA Today.
Okay.
We'll chop it up next. Stay there. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow, 1057thepoint.com. Grab on Celebrities here in just a moment. We'll play Finish the Lyrics later on. We'll give away some fabulous prizes. We do have a Team Riz Member of the Day retraction to make. King Scott is now on the naughty list.
You blew it! Just kidding.
So I said the wrong name before. Congratulations to Jackie Schilling from Godfrey. She is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Jackie has been a devoted podcast listener since 2015, and I guess her husband introduced her to the show. She converted her sister back in 2018, a regular Riz evangelist. Loves King Scott zingers, learns love animals and female representation, Rafe's comedic timing, Moon's ability to offer positivity and perspective, and, yep, here I am. My spirit. Jackie Schilling from Godfrey is the Team Riz Member of the Day today.
Yucky.
And she will get that super sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Hey, get yourself signed up for Team Riz. We threw all the 2024 entries away. So if you signed up in 2024, you got to re-sign up again for 2025. That's at 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz, and it's all sponsored by our friends over at Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. All right, so Christmas songs. We have our favorites and we have our not so favorite songs. Mm-hmm. So USA Today, they put out a list of the worst Christmas songs of all time. And I'll go. I have the top 6. And let's see if you guys could figure out who are in the top 6. I'll start with Moon. Worst Christmas songs of all time according to USA Today.
Oh, man. I feel like there's a couple that are polarizing. Of course, Mariah's polarizing, but I also feel like the Wham! Last Christmas gets a bad rap sometimes. You love it or you hate it.
Did not make the top 6.
Okay, good. That's good because
it's good.
Wham's Last Christmas
I've
did not
grown
make.
to truly love that song.
All right, Lauren, can you name one of the top 6 worst Christmas songs of all time, according to USA Today.
It's the Paul McCartney song,
Oh yeah, that's the worst song ever made, ever mixed.
Gotta be.
whatever it's called.
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
Number one.
Did not make.
No, these
my.
people don't
Top
have
six.
ears.
We did a sketch one time about McCartney and Lennon meeting for their 2 Christmas songs and how wildly worse Paul's was.
Oh, John Lennon's was
oh.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah,
and
he's
War
like,
Songs.
I have a
I
song
love
about
that song.
war
It's
and
just-
healing the world with Christmas cheer. He's like, ding, 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 ding. He goes, yeah. I'll have a Christmas time. I have one too, John.
The song is fine.
If you ever wonder who the better Beatle was, you know from that experience.
It's that awful mix. And I swear, dude, nobody talked about that until we did on the show.
Yeah, you talk about that every year. It's a holiday tradition.
Garbage.
Because done right, the song sounds.
Yeah, the
Can I
song itself
can
is
I ask
fine.
a probing question? Are these songs from famous artists or just traditional Christmas?
These are songs that you would hear on if a radio station flips.
So it's not necessarily someone's version of a song. It is.
No, it could be somebody's
It's the
version.
song itself.
No, it could be somebody's version. It is somebody's version of the song. It's a song.
Well, please
Artist
tell me
and song.
Dominic the Donkey's not on this.
It's not your turn yet, Scott.
Oh my.
It's Rafe's turn.
I didn't know we're taking turn.
Again,
Naughty.
you're on the naughty list, so you wait
I
no
didn't
turn.
know we're taking turns.
Naughty boy. I'm trying to think of ones that I can't stand. And I don't know. I'm blanking, man.
Scott,
I'm going to say, yeah, I would go with Moon on that with the Paul McCartney visit on the list. So let's go with Dominic the Donkey.
that
which I disagree
is
with.
number 6,
Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the
which I
donkey.
vehemently disagree with.
Jing, the Italian Christmas donkey.
No, that is definitely.
Yeah,
on
somebody
the good
made us a
list.
Dominic the Donkey Christmas ornament, and
Yeah.
it's right on the center of the front of my
Yeah, I
tree.
got mine.
Lou Monte's
I love it.
Dominic the Donkey is the 6th worst Christmas song, according to USA Today. The guy who popularized Peppino the Italian Mouse turns his questionable charm to an Italian Christmas donkey that helps Santa bring presents. Made in Brooklyn, of course. Dominic wisely doesn't have much to say beyond la, 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 because Monty and songwriters Ray Allen, Sam Salzberg, and Wanda Morell, yes, it took 3 people to write that drivel.
Did you
are
say
too
Monty?
Monty.
Lou Monte is the guy who
Lou
wrote
Monty.
the song.
Oh, okay.
Too busy imitating the rhythmic thread of That's Amore to concentrate on lyrics. That's what USA Today says.
Can I backtrack?
It ain't your
Have
turn.
a guess?
I'm sorry, we're going to have to come around to you.
You're on the naughty list.
I
Mo.
thought I remembered one.
Would you like to yield the floor to Rafe, or would you like to?
It's fine.
Sure, I will yield the floor.
Oh man.
You're taking.
So I don't
So I
think
don't
we'll
think
get
he's
there.
going to take mine.
Go ahead, Rafe.
The song we played last year.
No, don't talk about that one.
Okay, back to Moon.
That is not on the list, but we will get to that. That is not on the list, but we will get to that in a moment.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't think this song is all that bad, but I know that when it comes on, some people hate it. And I think it's either Michael Jackson as a kid or it's the I saw Mama kiss
Nope.
Santa Claus.
Nope.
Whoever sings that, the voice
There are 3
can rub people
songs.
the wrong way.
top 3 are songs we all know.
I would like the
I have
floor,
another
please.
and are.
Everyone knows that.
Yep, everyone.
But that did not make the list.
I have another guess.
I think
when
I got
we're
a good
done.
guess.
I am not
here.
yielding my time.
The
I don't wanna
number 4 and 5. I'll give you a hit. Number 4 and 5 are more contemporary artists.
Oh, I know what it is. You know, this is your.
Well,
guess.
I was going to say the Chipmunk song. The Chipmunk song.
Oh,
Chipmunk
no
song?
way.
Yeah.
What? That's a beautiful
It's
number.
so good.
That
Is
is,
it?
USA Today's worst Christmas song
Yeah.
are
well-
better.
Oh. I want a hula hoop.
I love the Chipmunks.
Yeah, me
They're
too.
so cute.
That's a great one.
That
It's
was
warm.
their number 1 worst
How are
song.
you going to crash on innocent little rodents? You know what I mean?
Right. Little cartoon rodents.
Would anybody like to guess another song on this list?
I
I
have
have
another
a
guess.
song.
Rafe Williams.
All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. My 2 front teeth.
That's a terrible
good one.
song.
That's a good one.
That did not make the
Sucks,
list.
dude. And then they whistle during like, all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
I got number 2. I have to.
Scott, it's Scott Stern.
All right. I want a hippopotamus.
No, that's a great one too.
Dang it.
Dude, it has to
Thought that
be.
was-
And I don't know who sings it. Christmas shoes.
That is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
That is
Christmas
the
shoes.
third worst song.
These
Yeah.
Christmas
These
shoes
Christmas
That
shoes.
song
you're
is
not gonna be
horrendous.
around here to wear.
Pander,
Okay.
pander, pander, pander more.
You got 2, 3, and you got 2, 4, and 5. I don't think you'll ever get 5 or 4. I'll tell you what number 5 is. Number 5 was New Kids on the Block, Funky
Oh,
Christmas.
heck yeah, dude.
That's a classic.
Number 4 was Jessica and Ashley Simpson and their version of Little Drummer Boy.
Whoa.
Horrendous.
That is.
That was too sexy. I don't like
I
it.
hate that.
Put this on and it's just too much.
Listen to this. Garbage.
I want to kiss your neck.
Wait, Moon, listen to how this.
It's the Britney, dude.
I assure you they regret
It's
this.
the Britney breath.
I can
is what it is.
guarantee you.
Want to bang the drummer. That's a boy. Ashley, Jessica, it is Little Drummer Boy. He's kind of hot, the right.
How did this not make it higher? What was this, number 5?
Number 4.
Yeah, right.
All right, what's number 2? We're missing number 2. A Christmas classic.
Mom or Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
What'd you say?
That song's
said-
awesome.
Humor's
So
good.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Chipmunk song. Elmo and Patsy, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. New song, The Christmas Shoes. Jessica and Ashley Simpson, Little Drummer Boy. New Kids on the Block, Funky Christmas. And Lou Monte's Dominic the Donkey. According to USA Today, the worst Christmas songs of all time. And I would like to add another one to this list.
Go.
And it is a song we discovered last year
Yeah.
by a woman named Linda Bennett. And the song,
This was the
Should
most.
skyrocket to number 1.
My mother still
So
talks
bad.
about this. When we
hit the
discovered it last year, I mean, it was life changing. It changed my view of the world. That's for sure.
That's right.
Because this song, I cannot believe
Bringing you the best in
Yeah.
this many people signed off on this.
Daddy,
I love this song.
Daddy, you're a robber.
half of Dad's
And a
coworkers
murderer.
are dead.
They're not going to need it. Come
No
on,
revolution
kids.
was started without blood, kids.
Oh man.
Okay.
My favorite is that there's an actual verse with a woman singing, "Oh my God,
Daddy,
this
why are you-
can't be happening."
That is the worst song.
Daddy, why are you covered in blood?
Well, Daddy went
Don't
shopping.
ask questions.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on at my in-laws' house to see what happens.
78
Little
people on the
Christmas
bus.
experiment.
All dead.
And just
gonna
not
walk
acknowledged
down
for the
the
rest of the
aisle?
song.
Yeah, you
Right.
know, after the kids are in bed too, the wife's gonna be like, 23 years, you haven't missed that bus once, and you missed it once.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Where you been all these nights?
is that
Coming
glitter
home at
on your
9.
jacket?
Yeah,
Right.
coming
And
home at
bring it
9,
home.
10.
Yeah.
9
like
at night.
Rafe said.
You had to work on Christmas Eve.
And you conveniently came home not missing,
Yeah.
not making the one bus that you always make on this one day that a mass casualty event happened.
Yeah.
Where
Daddy,
you
why don't
been?
you have keys?
Your father and I have a really
Yeah, why-
different
Come on,
relationship.
kids.
Okay.
What's on your collar? Looks like lipstick to me.
No.
Nah, it's blood from the bloody bus crash
What
down
is
the
that
road.
title of that song again, Riz?
It's gonna
It's
be.
an old-fashioned Christmas. Daddy's home.
I'm gonna share it out so people can play it for their families this weekend.
How that did not make the list of worst Christmas songs of all time is beyond me.
Man, that's so
Starring Joe Pesci as Daddy.
I can't imagine everybody that wrote that and released it not trying to sweep it under the rug for the last 50 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason that it didn't
Or
make.
retcon it and be like, hey, I think we got to write a 4th verse and address that bus accident. And re-release this.
Or just the fact that we're trying to release a Christmas song
Dong.
that's taken
Oh,
seriously.
silver bells, oh, silver bells. Doo, 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 doo.
Yeah,
This
that-
just in.
Just in.
Everyone on the bus was a bad person, and you shouldn't worry about them at all.
It was a bus full of pedophiles.
Yeah, they just robbed a bank.
They were on their way to Pedophile Island. 2.
All right, today is December the 11th. Back in the day, 305 years ago in 1719, the first recorded sighting of the Aurora Borealis, so the Northern Lights, took place in New England. Apparently, it sent some Puritans into a panic because they were afraid it was a sign of Judgment Day. 83 years ago, 1941, Hitler declares war on the U.S. 44 years ago, 1980, the original Magnum P.I. debuts on CBS. 43 years ago, 1981, Muhammad Ali fights his 61st and final fight, losing to Trevor Berbick. The greatest finished his career 56-5 with 37 knockouts. 37 years ago, 1987, the Billy Crystal, Danny DeVito comedy, Throw Mama from the Train, that came out. That same day, the movie Wall Street hit theaters. Now, Wall Street was the first movie to show a character doing what on film? Anybody want to fashion a guess? Wall Street, the movie, was the first movie to show a character
Using a computer.
Drugs.
Cocaine.
Drugs.
Close. Not.
Masturbating.
Cocaine's not close. No.
Cell phone?
First movie to show a character using a cell phone.
Nice.
In Wall Street, Michael Douglas's character, Gordon Gekko, uses the Motorola Dynatac 8000X.
That wasn't too far.
That's the same phone that Zach Morris uses
Yeah.
in
Nice.
Saved by the Bell.
I loved you in Wall Street.
That's such a good moment.
The phone was the first commercial cell phone. Went on sale back in 1984, and it took 3 years for somebody to use it in a movie. And 33 years ago, 1991, Hook, starring Robin Williams, was released, and that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Cordell and Cordell. Don't let divorce take more than it has to. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly have reportedly split up.
Oh.
This is 1 month after announcing their pregnancy. Sources tell TMZ that Megan and Mr. Kelly ended things over Thanksgiving weekend while they were together in Vail, Colorado. Now, apparently, Megan found something upsetting on MGK's phone, which made her want to leave early, but instead she had him leave early.
Where were they? They're
in Vail, Colorado.
Mensa meeting?
Oh, in Vail.
Yeah, yes, of course. Yeah, they're up there doing that. The breakup is a little complicated since Megan is pregnant with his baby, and the baby's due in March. So who knows what's going to happen. I imagine they will coexist and co-parent just as celebrities that do this already do. But people are very upset about what's going on.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
How many
I'm
people
very-
are upset?
I'm very upset. I am.
Are you?
You want people to stay together when they're pregnant, though. I mean, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
you
I'm
know.
just saying, like, I didn't know a lot of people were invested in that
Oh,
particular
yeah,
relationship.
fully.
Oh, really?
invested.
This
Yeah.
man
Oh, okay.
checks it every day.
Yeah, I'm
has
just
a
checking
Google
in.
alert.
I ask Lauren every morning. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, did you hear about Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox? Everything all right?
Well, I hate hearing that, man.
Yeah.
I wish them the best.
I think they'll be all
This
right.
morning, you broke the news to me. I mean,
Ruined your whole day.
yeah.
I apologize.
They've had a slow start ever since.
Yeah.
The new Still Gin commercial by Dre and Snoop has dropped, and
Did you watch this whole thing?
I did.
It's weird.
It's super weird. So, and we have some audio for it. Essentially, it has the rappers meeting music legends from the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis.
So they walk into like this,
Sammy Davis Jr.
like this nightclub kind of lounge thing, and like it looks like almost like mafioso. Like, hey, you know, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg walk in, like, hey,
It's like a speakeasy, almost.
like an old school 1940s lounge.
Okay.
And Sammy Davis Jr. and Frank Sinatra are at the bar. Mm-hmm. But it's CGI.
I was
It's
gonna say,
AI.
how do they get them? I know they're
It's
expensive.
AI, CGI, Frank
So-
and Sammy.
Yes, and it begs the question of ethics. Are we okay with this?
I'm against it.
You're against it?
Well, of course. I don't think you should be releasing music for people that are dead unless they said it was okay.
Well, and this is even weirder because they're alive and they're having a good time. So here's some audio from the
It's
commercial
Snoop and Dre interacting
with Frank
with
Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah,
Yeah, but who says Sammy Davis Jr. would have been okay
right.
with this particular
Maybe
thing?
his family said it was okay.
But yeah, I'm against it. Isn't it weird? I mean, how far are we going to go with this? Is Muhammad Ali going to do my next commercial?
Oh yeah, Kurt Cobain's going to come back. Everybody's going to
Well, if
come
you
back.
pay their estates enough money, they're,
nice thing
they're
is-
the keepers of the legacy.
Yeah,
It's
the
up to
ni-
them.
The nice thing is Sammy Davis Jr. is a little taller now. Did you see that? He's almost the same height as
Yeah.
Frank
I know they
Sinatra.
look very tall.
Like, oops.
I don't think Frank Sinatra was tall, though. How tall was he?
That's a good question.
You know, what was the movie about the Beatles songs that came out?
Yeah, what was it? Wait.
Peter Jackson.
It
Peter
was like
Jackson.
2019 or something. It
He
came
put out the documentary.
No, it wasn't the documentary.
Wait,
it was
talking
the
about
movie.
the cute one?
The cute
where,
one.
Where the Beatles disappeared?
Yeah, they don't exist.
Oh,
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yesterday. So if you remember in that movie, I got choked up watching that movie
I
because
loved that movie.
I did too. And they CGI'd or recreated John Lennon as if he would have never gotten assassinated, because if the Beatles hadn't existed, he would have lived to have been older.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a part in that movie, spoiler alert, where the main character runs into John Lennon, and he's lived a great life, and he's still alive. And like, I remember loving seeing a CGI'd John Lennon and having that emotional pull towards that movie, and just kind of an interesting concept. But I don't know if I'm cool with it in the commercial sense. You know what
there
I'm
was a
saying?
CGI
Yeah, it's really
Princess
different.
Leia, which was pretty awesome. And,
But
that's
Rogue
emotional
One.
too.
I think that's all very different, because that's a pretend character versus using someone's likeness, name, and then whatever to sling gin.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
And I get it. I get there's the moral quandary, but it's the estates that are the legacy keepers. And
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
you know, if it's making money for a kid or an ex-wife, I don't know. It
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I understand that. I'm just saying, I still think it's
there's definite moral
makes
quandary.
me feel icky.
Well, it makes me feel too like, aren't souls supposed to rest? I mean, I get that music lives on and movies live on, but that's what they made while they were here. And that was actually, you know, when they do like posthumously released music from Eddie Van Halen, for instance, we may get some of that. At least that's Eddie Van Halen actually doing it, and his brother releasing it in a way that's special.
I'm saying this
I don't
right
know.
now. If I die and you could use me for whatever, just as long as my kids get some money, I'm fine with it. I
Like a
don't care.
PETA ad, I can put you in
Whatever,
a PETA ad.
man.
But what if you're
Make
like,
it on a
If
rug.
it'll make my kids comfortable and when I'm gone,
I got a video of Mozart telling everybody that they should listen to the new Christmas EP I just put out.
well, also Frank had like, I don't know if he'd want to be in an alcohol commercial because he hasn't had a sip in like 26 years or something. I don't think.
Singer Gavin Rossdale has revealed that he's received many offers for Bush's catalog. He says the funny thing about life is we're at this point in our lives where people are going to have sold it, and then we're going to get to a point where that year they don't get anything from it. A big corporation is getting it from that, and none of my beneficiaries and the people you're responsible for are actually going to get it. And he says, I asked my manager to do all the math. What would it cost me? And he came back with a number. So I went back to that company, made the offer, and I was like, listen, I thank you for that, but actually I need about that much more.
How much,
So I'd
Gavin?
have to continue. He didn't disclose how much he's offering. A
Get the
Bush
money,
catalog.
dog.
Gavin, Preparation H really wants glycerine, all right? What's it going to take to make it happen?
He's open to it. Neckbolt Publishing has released an official Rob Zombie coloring book. So if you want to get it, you can do that on Amazon for all the freaks in your life. Jamie Foxx's Netflix special, What Happened Was, hit Netflix yesterday. And now we know why he was in the hospital fighting for his life.
did he?
No. He said he got a bad headache on April 11th, asked a friend for some aspirin, and then before he could even take the pill, he was unconscious, and he would remain that way for almost 3 weeks. Turns out that he had a brain bleed that led to a stroke and then to a coma. And he said it was oddly peaceful being unconscious. He says, I saw the tunnel. I didn't see the light. It was hot in that tunnel. And he says, crap. Am I going to the wrong place in this, mother? And then he says, because I looked at the end of the tunnel and I thought I saw the devil light come on, or is that Puffy?
Ah.
So anyway, he thanked doctors,
Topical.
nurses,
He was
God,
in, he was
City
in
of
bad
Atlanta.
shape. I mean, by all counts. I mean, obviously saying he was in a coma, and
Had a stroke.
even when it was going on, and it was the mystery surrounding.
I like that his community kept it so under wraps, though. I mean, that's rare to have no leaks.
No leaks.
You know, that's cool
No leaks. But when there's no leaks, there's speculation.
for sure.
But the most obvious thing was the thing. That,
Yeah, he had a stroke.
Everyone was like, he had a stroke. And he's recovering. And they're like, no, that's not what happened. You'll find out one day, and then it is that. So was it that? Or now is he saying that?
Oh no!
Oh.
So
Puffy.
much conspiracy. Another Meet the Parents movie is in the works with Robert De Niro, Ben Stiller, Terry Polo, and Blythe Danner. They're all in talks to star in the sequel. The original Meet the Parents made $330 million in 2000 at the box office, and the success had spawned the sequels, Meet the Fockers and Little Fockers, which I like saying on the radio. Thanks.
This will be terrible.
It will be terrible.
It will be
Hey.
terrible.
Little
You don't know
Fockers
that?
was awful.
Yes, it will be.
Meet the Fockers was great because you got Dustin Hoffman and Barbara Streisand as,
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
and I love their characters. But
And everybody thought that was going to be
This will
terrible.
be terrible. Robert De Niro needs money. He needs
he's
a
got
paycheck.
so many kids. Yeah.
So many ex-wives, so many kids, and he takes anything now. Robert
That's
De Niro.
fine. I like Bobby De
He takes
Niro.
any movie.
Everybody's got a price, and there's a producer named Danny Rossner who wants to get Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie back on screen together, and he's offering them a fortune to do it. He called the movie Hotel Martinez, and it tells the true story of a hotel owner and his mistress in France during World War II. And he notes that Brad makes around $20 million to $25 million per movie that he's in. Angelina makes around $15 million for the movies she's in, and he's offering them 50% more on top of that.
To get those two back together?
There's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way they will do that.
She's
There's
suing
definitely no
him.
way she's doing it for less.
Right.
Aren't they suing each other?
They are over vineyards in France. And their kids, the kids don't want anything to do with
Don't want
them.
anything to do with anything. Yeah, it's
It's a
disaster.
mess. Cillian Murphy isn't looking so good in the trailer for 28 Years Later that is going to be hitting theaters June 20th. Moon, you were watching this earlier.
Yeah.
Is that him?
Wait,
Or
that
is
was
it
real?
No, it's
no
not.
way. It has to be CGI'd. He's bones.
The body. Oh,
I thought
yeah,
it was
yeah.
a fake meme. That's a
No.
real
I
movie.
Yeah.
thought so too.
Yeah, so
Until I saw the trailer.
so I guess he was in the first one, right? 28 Days Later?
Yes,
Yeah.
he was the main character.
Okay, so yeah, there's a reprisal.
Okay.
And it's like in the trailer, like
28
like
years
a bag
later,
of
right?
bones, like kind of, or very gaunt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very gaunt.
And you're like, Cillian Murphy makes a return. And I thought it was a meme too, like, I
No, it
guess
looks
he's
like-
skinny.
Looks
that
like
was a joke.
he got zombified.
Yeah. 28 Days
I
Later.
never saw the first one.
It was freaky.
I saw
It
it,
was
long,
great. Yeah.
long ago, but I remember it being good.
Scary. And finally, Google released its top trending searches for 2024. Riz kind of went over this earlier. So do you want me to give you a category and you guys try to guess who the number one is?
Yes,
or how
I
do
didn't,
you want
I
me to
didn't
do
touch
this?
the entertainment stuff.
Okay, cool. So as far as the most Googled people of 2024, who do you think is in the number one spot?
Taylor Swift,
Taylor Swift, yeah.
Taylor Swift did not crack the top 5.
Travis Kelce.
Is it a.
In fact, these are mainly political people.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is the number one, followed by Kamala Harris, J.D. Vance, Joe Biden, and Catherine, Princess of Wales. What
yeah,
about
this was the big year for her with the
with the cancer?
with the cancer stuff,
Absolutely. And she's doing much better, which is great. What about passings? We lost some people this year. Who do you think is in the number one spot for people Googling
yeah.
passings?
Okay. Who?
Chris Christopherson
Yep.
Not top 5, no.
pisses me off.
Betty White.
She didn't die this year.
She didn't die this year. She died in
Died
2022.
this year. Matthew Perry.
That
No,
was last year.
Did he die this year or last year?
Quincy Jones.
no,
Matthew Perry died last year.
he did. It's hard to keep it all straight.
Give us a hint.
So this is a musician, and Rafe actually sang a little song, I believe, in the in memoriam for said musician that people really enjoyed. He paid a little homage to this person by doing
Was
a
it
little comedy.
unexpected?
No, he had been sick.
He had been sick, old.
Middle-aged, I would say, not old. I don't know how old he is or was.
Country.
God, did I sing that?
Oh, Toby Keith.
Toby Keith is the number one.
Yes. There we go.
Oh, that
so-
was this year?
That
Yep.
was this year.
Holy moly.
Man.
Followed by Liam Payne, O.J. Simpson, James Earl Jones, and Rich
Oh, Liam Payne. I forgot
Homie
about
Kwan.
O.J. Simpson died.
I know.
that. O.J. Simpson.
Dead.
Tell me like this.
All right.
I wonder what
James Earl
tunnel he
Jones
saw.
You tell me what
It's hot.
As far as actors go, who do you think was the top searched actor of 2024?
Actor.
And this is also a comedian.
Kevin Hart.
No. In the right space, though.
Eddie Murphy.
No.
Eddie Murphy.
Chris Rock.
Real big on the hot goss of culture these days.
Will
This-
Smith.
This guy. No.
So he's a comic.
Holy
comic.
crap, we're bad at this.
Shane Gillis.
He's
Cat
a black
Williams.
man.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
Williams.
Okay.
is
Yes.
the number one. So followed by Jacob Elordi, Glenn Powell, Jeremy Allen White, and Shane Gillis, as far as actors go. Celebrity duos. Who do you think the most Googled celebrity duo was this year?
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
No, they weren't.
Get out of
Top
here.
5. Mm-mm.
I think they're on purpose keeping them off this list because
Yeah, because it's cool to
'Cause
know.
it's
Travis
boring.
Kelce and Taylor Swift, baby.
Cat says it's not. He says it's.
Oh, Beyonce,
duo?
Jay-Z.
No.
duo.
This is a duo that they're married.
Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel.
No, they're married. Both are musicians, different genres, and they used to be on a show together.
Gwen Stefani and
Blake
Blake
Shelton.
Shelton.
Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton.
Why are
were
people
number
Googling
one.
them?
I don't know really. They did some music together this year, so maybe
Oh,
that.
okay.
And then Blake Shelton left The Voice.
Oh.
Justin and Hailey Bieber were number 2. Vanna White and Ryan Seacrest. Ben Affleck and J-Lo. And the conjoined twins, Abby and Brittany Hensel, were the number 5.
Whoa.
Oh yeah,
celebrity
remember at the
duos.
beginning of the year there was a whole thing about how they have sex
Yes.
because one of them's
Well,
married.
one does.
Right.
Yeah.
The
It was
one is
fascinating.
married.
One's a virgin.
Movies this year. What do you think the number one movie Googled was?
Wicked.
Wasn't Wicked. That was too soon.
No.
Inside
Wolverine
Out
and
2.
Deadpool.
Wolverine, Deadpool. yeah.
Not top 5.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Yep.
Beetlejuice was number 2. Inside Out 2 was number 1.
Oh, really?
That's what I said.
It Ends With Us, Saltburn, and Dune Part 2 rounds out the top 5. TV shows.
You still haven't seen any Dunes, have you?
I saw the first Dune.
Dune 2.
How you
You got to
doing?
watch Dune 2, and that Dune Prophecy on HBO is dope.
Yeah,
I
Tim
didn't see Dune
enjoys
2.
that.
Dune
If
2
you're- if you're
Electric
a nerd.
Boogaloo.
TV
All right,
shows.
TV shows. The Bear.
Yellowstone.
No.
The Rec Center.
Yellowstone.
I haven't heard of this TV show. It wasn't
Landman?
Yellowstone.
Bridgerton.
No.
Suits.
No.
Some
Suits.
Big Bang Theory.
The Simpsons.
This is actually really stupid. I'm just going to give them to you because this is a dumb part of
Go
this
ahead.
list. So number 5, The Perfect Couple. Number 4, Fallout. Number 3, Baby Reindeer.
Oh, yeah, Fallout was
Number
good.
2, Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV.
Yes,
and then
that was
number
great.
1, Griselda.
Oh, that was the chick Sofia Vergara from. She was a drug dealer.
Oh yeah. I didn't see it, but yeah.
She
I know
was
what you're talking about now.
the
Got divorced and became a
She had
drug
like
dealer?
a serious role.
yeah. No,
Sofia
she was
Vergara.
it was like the lady drug kingpin. It was supposed to be very good.
Yeah, well, it was number 1. Performances this year. What do you think was the number 1 performance? And we're not solely talking about like Grammys and Olympic. Well, actually, we are talking about Olympics, Grammys.
Yeah.
There
The
was a
number one
last
performance?
Super
It's-
Bowl.
No, number one performance got to be the break dancer.
Yes.
Yes.
Reagan.
Breaker. Reagan, her full performance was number 1, followed by Ryan Gosling's Oscars, where he sung I'm Just Ken from Barbie. Toby Keith's last performance, Miley Cyrus at the Grammys, and then Celine Dion at the Olympics.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
Couple
about
more.
that.
Musicians that were Googled this year. Who do you think is number 1?
Number one musician, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Not on the list.
Jelly
Not on the
Roll.
list.
Jelly Roll,
Yes.
not on
Get
the
outta
list.
here.
Post Malone.
Post Malone, no.
Beyonce.
Willie Nelson.
No.
Billy Strings.
Is it somebody that we know?
Oh, it's,
We have,
it's,
let's see,
It's
one,
one of those.
two,
Charlie XCX.
It's one of those.
Four hip hop artists, R&B artists.
Kendrick
and then
Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
Kendrick Lamar was number 3. Drake was number 4.
It's going to be one of those like Teddy Swims.
He
or-
lost that, dude. He
Kanye
lost
West.
to Google.
No.
It's like Teddy Swims or Bobby Baloney or whoever Warner Brothers
Billy
is pushing on
Baloney.
us now.
So Justin Timberlake at number 5.
Teddy
Drake,
Swims is good.
Kendrick Lamar, Diddy, and then Usher was number.
Usher.
Yeah, what was that?
Oh, wait, Super Bowl. He did the Super Bowl.
Oh, it was the Super Bowl?
That's what it was.
Couple more athletes. Who do you think the number 1 athlete Googled this year was?
Juan Soto.
LeBron.
No.
Not Juan Soto. That's pretty recent.
Judge.
There's 2 chicks and 3 dudes.
Otani.
No.
Clark.
2 chicks. Ray Gun.
Messi.
Oh,
No.
Caitlin Clark. Did you
No.
say Caitlin Clark?
No.
Yeah, I did.
No, Caitlin Clark.
Messi. Ronaldo.
How did Caitlin Clark not make it? She
I
was
don't
like
know.
Yeah, that's absurd.
That's absurd.
She didn't make
Since
it.
Taylor
Are these
Swift
other
in basketball.
NBA or WNBA
Sparks.
players?
No. 2 are Olympians.
Shakari Richardson.
There's some boxers, a golfer, 2 Olympian chicks.
Simone
Tyson.
Biles.
Mike-
Simone Biles is number
Mike
3.
Tyson.
Mike Tyson is number 1, followed by Amain Keelif, who was the Olympic
That's the Olympic boxer who they were.
They
we're not
thought
sure
she
if
was a
it's,
woman or a man. They were all confused.
Still confused.
Simone Biles, golfer Scotty Scheffler, and Jake Paul was number 5. And finally, as far as teams go, what is the number 1 team that was
Googled?
in
The
2020?
Yankees.
Dodgers.
The Yankees were number 1. Dodgers were number 2. The Mets at number 3. The Celtics at number 4. And the Minnesota Timberwolves at number 5.
Whoa, what?
Nice work,
And that
Timberwolves.
is your crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Haley Steinfeld, that's Kate from Hawkeye, Emily from Pitch Perfect movies, is 28. Ryder Strong, Sean from Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World is 45. Courtney Hengler, Amanda from the Karate Kid TV series is 46. Rey Mysterio Jr. is 50. Mos Def is 51. Monique is 57. Gary Dorden, the green-eyed stud Warwick from CSI is 51. Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue is 66. Jermaine Jackson, Tito's brother, is 70. Brenda Lee, the 60s singing sensation, is 80. John Kerry is 81. Donna Mills is 84. David Gates from the band Bread is 84.
Oh, okay.
And Rita Moreno, Grandma Lydia on the Netflix reboot of One Day at a Time, has an Emmy for The Muppet Show and 100 other things. West Side Story has an Oscar. She is 93 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Alyssa Ashley. And today's birthday girl has been in 57 fine films, including All American Sluts Uncensored, Dr. Doomy 2, Fantastic Whores 1, Girls Hunting Girls 5, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Scott's favorite, HJ's Across America 16.
That's right. Cool. That's
Lesbian
so good.
Cheerleader Squad 4, Two's Company, 3's Just Fun, We're Getting Touchy, and who can forget a role in Mr. Camel Toe 5.
Oh.
Alyssa Ashley is 44 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. I will take a break. We'll come back, and we will play...
Guess the lyric.
Guess the lyrics. Up for grabs, we got tickets to go see Franz Ferdinand tonight over at the pageant. We got tickets to go see your St. Louis Blues take on the New Jersey Devils next Tuesday over at Enterprise. The first 12,000 fans in attendance that night will take home the Jake Neighbors Winter Classic bobblehead, courtesy of Pepsi Zero Sugar. We got tickets to go see Pierce the Veil on June 8th at the Amphitheater. And we got tickets to go see Killswitch Engage March 6th over the Factory. Rafe, explain the rules.
Rules are simple. I will give you a song missing one word from a lyric. You must guess the word in the lyric first. Then you have an opportunity for 2 bonus points to guess the artist and the song. You will get 3 lyrics total, with a total of 9 points available. If you get 6 points or more, you win.
Okay. Simple as that. 314.
You have a lifeline.
And you have a lifeline you could use. Once in your turn.
Once per round.
314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Guess the lyrics are next. Yeah, 1 lifeline per caller.
Per round. That's right. Per caller.
All right, 8:03. Wednesday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We got 3 lanes blocked due to a crash. 64 eastbound just after Mason. Look out. Also, delays. 70 westbound between Kings Highway and exit 241B. That's Missouri U. Average speed about 15 miles an hour. Your point forecast, breezy with some light flurries. High of 40 right now. It is 32 at the Point Studio.
So we'll do the game, and also I got a story about a guy who won $197 million. He won $197 million in the lottery. He's suing the state of California. I'll tell you why next. This year's Point Holiday Food Drive to benefit Operation Food Search. Get your very own 10 years of the Riz Show hat and this year's limited edition holiday-themed weirdo sticker, all while supporting a fantastic cause this month. So donate at least $5 online now through the 31st, and we will mail you a Riz Show sticker pack that includes this year's holiday-themed weirdo sticker. Donate at least $40. We'll send the sticker pack and one of these snazzy 10 years of the Riz Show hats. Check out the stickers. Check out the hat. Find the link to make your donation to this year's Point Holiday Food Drive now at 1057thepoint.com, all to benefit Operation Food Search. So, a guy who won $197 million in the lottery in California is suing the state because he says he's entitled to twice that amount.
Oh.
Now, let me explain, or try to, because it's very mysterious. Now, stop me if you have any questions. Okay. So last week, I read a story about a missing lottery ticket worth $197 million. And it expired. It expired on Saturday because the winner never came forward. A year ago, in December of 2023, 2 tickets were sold at a gas station in Encino, California, that hit the $395 million jackpot. But months went by, and nobody claimed the prize. In June, a man named Faramars, I'm not going to even try to pronounce his last name.
Okay.
He submitted 1 of the winning tickets. So he got half the prize, $197.5 million. Last week, it sounded like the other ticket would go unclaimed, which was odd, considering they were sold at the same random little gas station. And I was wondering if something was amiss. It turns out there was. So one day before the deadline, the winner with the first ticket sued California, arguing that he's entitled to the full jackpot because he bought both tickets. The man says he's used the same numbers for 30 years, but lost one of the tickets. And even though he can't produce it, he should get both halves.
Wow.
Ooh, I was on his side until that.
The guy has not given an interview. Lottery officials won't comment on it publicly, so there are some nagging questions. Like, number one, why did he buy 2 lottery tickets to begin with?
Right.
Well,
the
he
same
just
number?
said, so he bought one and he lost it and then he went and played it again. That's why. That makes sense. And I understand what you're saying. And if you're telling the truth here, that sucks. But it sucks for you,
But
dude.
also,
Yeah.
if the other one's not claimed, won't he get the full jackpot?
No, that's what they're saying.
Yeah. Why is that? How come that's?
And I understand that being an argument.
Because it's 2 separate tickets.
yeah, but I mean, if it goes past 100-something days,
No,
it's like
the other
okay.
half will go to the school system in California.
See, and that should have been his argument. Instead of his argument being the day before the deadline, saying, hey, I'm the one that bought these 2 tickets, you should give it both to me. He should have just waited until the day after and said, because the other one wasn't claimed, I get the full thing. That's a better argument than saying,
That's what I
dude,
thought this was headed towards.
Yeah.
I did too, and I was on his side. But I can say, well, guess what, California Lottery? I actually am the one that bought that ticket because I play those numbers.
So
You can't say
so
that you
why
played
did-
something if you can't prove it.
Better
Why
off
did
to
he-
just say what you said.
Why did I buy 2 tickets to begin with? So you have to do that in 2 transactions because the lottery doesn't allow for the same numbers in a single ticket. And the only reason to do it is getting multiple shares if there were another winner.
Right.
So
I
you'd get
see.
2/3 of the pot if there was a third winning ticket out there,
Yeah.
or 1/2 if there were 2 other winners. But considering how unlikely your lottery win is, that's some real 3D chess, honestly.
Yeah, it's weird.
Why did it take him about 6 months to submit the first winning ticket? And why did he not file a lawsuit until the day before the deadline?
It's the wrong lawsuit, though.
Maybe
It's
he was
the wrong
busy.
lawsuit.
Did he have a lawyer? Because he's like, I lost the other ticket and have the other one. And the lawyer's like, okay, let's wait to see what happens. And
Yeah,
him put it off?
there may be some strategy in the math that we don't know about, but that's the wrong
Yeah.
move. You can't say I won. I can't prove it.
unless there's pictures at the
And
gas
it's,
station.
Well, that wouldn't matter, you know?
Oh.
You got to have the actual ticket.
you got to sign the ticket.
Why not? Moon's right. Why not just come forward and say, hey, no one came forward. You guys shouldn't get to keep half of that money.
Yeah, it
That's
doesn't
a
split
better
yours.
court case to me. Of like, there's a mystery winner out there that didn't come forward. I should get the whole jackpot, not try to say you played the numbers and won twice.
It to me, it seems like he probably did play both tickets. Like he did buy both tickets. It's the same. What are the odds of the same numbers at the same tiny gas station in Encino, California, winning the jackpot?
Yeah, I'm on his side with that, and I understand. But at the same time, like, you can't lose it. I can't play the lottery, lose the ticket, and then when my numbers come up, I go to the gas station and say, those are the numbers that I played. Oh, cool. Show me the ticket. Well, I lost it, but I'm telling you that those are the numbers that I played. You can't.
I think they can't. They have. Aren't there cameras?
Yeah.
So they could tell when the winning lottery ticket was printed. And can't they go to the cameras and go,
They get that on
this
tape. He's winning this case.
You think so?
like, here's when it was printed out. Here's who's at the counter. And if
Right.
it happens to be this guy,
There's your evidence.
With him already having a winning ticket and getting half the jackpot,
Yeah.
and if they have a video of him at a different time purchasing a ticket that also had the winning numbers, I think you win that in court.
But, okay, with the lottery, where is the burden of proof? Who is it on?
The winner.
Right. So it's not the gas station's camera. It's not the lottery's burden of proof. It's yours. And
Yeah,
if
but
I
look-
lose a ticket, you're telling me I can win and go in without the ticket and make you prove that I got it?
yeah, but if there's a court case, you subpoena the tapes if there's surveillance.
But I'm saying if there
I
is
think there's a weaker case if you don't already have a winning ticket with those numbers that you did sign and turn in that was bought at the same gas station on
Another-
a different time.
I think you're totally right, but nevertheless, it's going to set a precedent.
Yeah.
Have they done this before? Have they? I seem to
sure.
recall a case of like, hey, if this is your ticket, let's see if you bought it or not. and we have the timestamp of when exactly it was purchased and where, and there you are.
And using the camera?
I don't know, but
That's
interesting case, though.
crazy interesting, man. I'm so curious. You got to like.
I think they busted like a person for that, didn't they? Like a cashier. That's how they got him.
Oh,
Cashier at the store that it was sold at said they won. Like told the person it's a loser, was checking tickets for people.
threw it away.
They're all losers, man. And
Oh,
he
that's
claimed
right. I think we had that story.
We had that story, and he claimed it, and they went back and checked the tape because, like, okay, well, you work here. When did you buy it? And he's like, yeah, I bought it at work. And then they went back and checked the tape, and he had robbed somebody.
Yeah.
Well,
that is great. That's
We'll
what
see
those
what happens.
camera things should be used for.
we'll see what happens. I'll keep an eye on it.
Also, like I'm just looking at the molottery.com rules here. Like even in Missouri, they say it. We are not responsible for lost tickets. So this guy said that he lost the ticket. That's not. I imagine this is across the board, all lotteries, and they're going, that's not our problem. And if it's in the rules when you buy the ticket and do the actual transaction.
It is funny that everything's digital and it's all time stamped, everything, and yet they're like, well, there's no way we could ever reprint that. Even though there's proof that it's you, and yes, it was the exact same time. Sorry.
Yeah, and
You're out of luck.
especially if you pay with like a credit card or something.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't
like
think you're
even
allowed
more
to pay
proof.
I don't think you're allowed to pay with a debit card. You can't buy lottery tickets with a credit card.
You can't.
Let's be worst case scenario. This guy's a millionaire.
Oh,
Yeah, he did good.
multi-millionaire.
Right.
He got $197 million.
and I'm-
$197 mil.
And listen,
Oh,
if-
that was the total, or
That was the half.
That's half.
That's half.
that was the half. I hope the guy
What a
gets the
greedy
whole
little
thing.
turd.
Like,
Well,
I'm rooting
I don't
for
think there's
him.
anything greedy about it if it really is his ticket.
I get that, but like he got $197 million.
Yeah, but he could have almost $400 million.
Yeah, you
I
sue for
understand that, but
Yeah.
Oh,
even
I
if he
understand.
loses this case, you're still a millionaire.
Yeah, I'm sure he's happy.
I get that.
Multi-millionaire.
I'm fighting. I mean, I would fight for it too. All of us would.
Yeah.
And I'm rooting for him. I hope he gets it. I'm just saying, like, the precedent's going to be weird if you can just walk in and say, "Yo, I did buy it. I lost it,
Listen,
but
we
you
feel
prove
bad,
it."
but not that bad. Okay.
Oh no, I don't feel. I'm not going to worry about this at all. In fact, in 10 minutes, I will have forgotten
I may
this
lose
entire
sleep over it.
conversation.
All right, let's give away some stuff. All on the up and up. All right, we're gonna play Guess the Lyrics.
Yes.
Remember, you have lifelines if you need them. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. You need 6 points to get your choice of tickets. Franz Ferdinand, St. Louis Blues tickets, Pierce the Veil, or Kill Switch Engage. So Rafe will read you the lyrics of a song with something missing. You tell us what the missing lyric is. That's 1 point.
If you don't know, I'm happy to scat it for you. That is helpful sometimes. I left that part out earlier. I
Right,
apologize.
yeah. Rafe will scat the song for you. You'll get 3 songs total, and you need 6 points to collect your prize. But you must finish the lyric.
First.
To open up the other 2 points.
You cannot get the other 2 points if you do not complete the lyric, and you can use your lifeline at any time.
But
if you
it's
guess the
only one.
lyric and you can't remember the band and you want to throw it to someone in the room you think would have a good line on it, feel free to do that.
And I will scream out, "Don't pick me," and follow that advice.
Yeah.
Chris, hello.
Hey, happy birthday, Riz.
Hey, Chris. All right, let's play Guess the Lyric. Here is your first song.
Chris, your first song is in the genre of country music.
Oh, boy.
You a country music guy?
He's Country Chris.
Not really, no.
All right. Well, I told Rafe, make sure these are all big hit songs. So
It's a hit song. It's a huge hit.
Okay.
Okay.
I know a few.
Rafe's going to take a drink of water here.
They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe, lost my wife in a blank somewhere along the way.
Could you scat it?
They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe, lost my wife in a blank somewhere along the way.
Wow.
Lost my wife in a blank. I think I know the song. Lost my wife and a girlfriend, I think. Or
That is correct. Girlfriend is the correct lyric.
oh, yes. Okay, then that's George Strait.
That is also correct. 2 points.
Oh, what's the song? Amarillo by Morning, I
That
think
is
it's called.
correct.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Chris, that's
I knew
amazing.
you had it in you, Chris.
I had no
One
idea.
of the
Nor did
10
I.
King
songs.
Scott was jumping up and down inside of his booth like, I know one.
I know. That's what.
Morning.
Did you know that, Moon?
Yeah, I worked it out.
I didn't. know.
Listen, guys, As a rule from now on, if it's country,
Don't
Learn and
come to
I
us.
don't know.
Unless it's a chick, because I do know a lot of chick country, but not
I don't
dude
know
country.
any. Honestly, I had no idea what
Okay.
that was.
Well, you're from New
Well.
York. It's fine.
2 people in the room did.
Okay, so 3 points, Chris. Excellent. Next song.
Sometimes it's about picking the right person. Chris, next song. With their tanks and their bombs, or your genre is, I would say rock. With their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their blank, in your head, they are dying.
Can you scat it?
With their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their blank, in your head, they are dying.
Wow, that was gorgeous.
And their bombs and their guns.
And they're what?
I know it. And their guns.
Guns,
It's
yes.
correct.
cranberries.
Also
Zombie.
Zombie, yes.
Boom, the sweep is on, baby.
And they're
Well done.
And they're bombs. All right, Chris, hang on. Excellent.
That was great.
That was great.
That's how you do that. Man,
What a guy.
that's how you
Killed it.
play the game. All right, who's next on the phone here?
Hey, Aaron, where are you? Where is Aaron right now?
There he is. Hey, Aaron, calling from Highland. All right, Aaron.
Oh, how's it
Finish the
going?
lyrics.
All right, Aaron. Your first genre, I would say, is classic rock. I saw a werewolf with a blank menu in his hand, walking through the streets of Soho in the rain.
You scat that?
I saw a werewolf with a blank menu in his hand, walking through the streets of Soho in the rain.
I'm going to use the last line on this one.
Who's it going to be?
I'm not sure. Stu Riz.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Every time.
It's
Every time.
No, I got it. It's a Chinese menu.
That is correct.
It is Warren Zevon.
That is also
and
correct.
It is Werewolves of London.
That is a
Outstanding
three
work.
for.
Wow.
Well done, Scott Rizzuto.
Thank you.
Very impressive. Wow. Okay.
Settle
Good
down.
lifeline, Aaron.
All right.
Let's take a seat.
Oh, werewolves of London.
What a great song.
Good song.
Okay, 3 points.
Underrated artist, I think. Or maybe not. I think he's.
I don't really
pretty
know
prolific.
I feel like
much
that was
about
it.
Warren Zevon. I know David Letterman was a huge fan.
He's got a couple of really. They're very obscure, but he's very, very good.
All right,
All
next.
Classic rock again. I hear hurricanes a blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I fear rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of blank and ruin.
I'll need that scattered, please.
I hear hurricanes are blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I fear rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of blank and ruin.
I can't remember the lyric. I know the band.
You have the lyric first, my man.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Crap.
I don't know if I know the word either.
Here, can you give it to us one more time?
Yeah, please.
I hear hurricanes are blowing.
Huh?
I know the end is coming soon. I fear rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of blank and ruin.
I hear voice of.
I'll say it out loud unless he chooses you.
Aaron, you got it?
I don't know.
I'm drawing a blank.
I mean, we know, right? Aaron, who is it?
It's
It's Credence, isn't it?
Credence.
CCR.
It's
yeah.
Credence.
Is it Rage and Ruin?
It is Rage and Ruin.
Rage and Ruin.
You know why? Because I always thought I said Cajun Ruin, and I
Voice
looked it
of
up.
Cage and Ruin.
Yeah, I thought it was like Cajun Ruin. And I was like,
Ruin.
something about
Rage
New
and
Orleans.
Ruin. Bad Moon Rising.
Bad Moon Rising. See, I wouldn't have got the title.
All right, Aaron, final one. Here we go.
All right, A.A. Ron. I will say this is rhythm and blues classic. Very blank. Writings on the wall.
Oh, that's it?
Is that it? Can you scat that?
Very blank. Writings on the wall.
Superstitious?
That is correct. Bye.
Oh, crap. Who is that?
The name, what is the name of the song? Because
Yeah.
it is not exactly the same.
Is it just Superstition?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
And one more point. Who is it?
Oh, crap. What is his name?
Come on, man. You
Better
can see it.
know. What the hell? Get
What the
out
hell,
of here,
Moon? Get out of here
Oh,
with
my
that.
God. Stevie Wonder?
You
That's the
guys
blind
gave him
guy.
the
What is
bigger
his
clue.
name?
You did it. You did it. All right. Congratulations, Aaron. Hang on.
You guys gave him the bigger clue.
How? We didn't give him a...
Well, it pointed out.
Oh,
You
right.
guys pointed at it.
All right. Michael, hello.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
All right,
morning.
Michael,
Oh, hey,
good morning.
thanks, man.
Let's play. You guess the lyric.
Doing good so far, Michael. No losers. No pressure. Michael, your first song is definitely rock and roll. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of blank and taste.
I know this song. It's Man of Wealth and Taste.
Yes.
That's correct.
By?
It's Sympathy for the Devil by
Yes,
the Rolling
correct.
Stones.
That is
Oh,
correct.
God.
Well done, Michael.
Boom. A man of wealth and taste. You like the Guns N' Roses version of that song?
No.
You know who does a good version? Jane's Addiction.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You ever heard a Jonathan Rounds version of Sympathy for the Devil?
No.
It's real creepy.
It's good.
Good song to listen to whenever it's Halloween time.
Good. All right. Next. 3 points.
Moving on over to R&B. Come go with me. We've got it made. Let me take you on and blank.
Can you say it again?
Come
What?
go with me. We've got it made. Let me take you on and blank.
Can you scat it?
Come go with me. We got it made. Let me take you on and blank.
Is it Escapade?
Yeah.
Escapade.
By?
Oh.
Janet Jackson?
That is correct, sir. And the
We
song,
saw it
And the
live,
song
that's why.
is? The song is?
Escapade.
that is correct.
That is outstanding.
All right, Michael. Hang on.
They're crushing it today, man.
You had to scat it. Because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known had you not scattered it.
Sometimes the scat helps, but some people don't use it. They also don't use their lifeline sometimes, which is
And they didn't need it.
the guy that couldn't remember Stevie Wonder had a lifeline and just went for it.
No, he didn't. I know, because I did Werewolves of London for him.
Oh, that's right, you did. My bad.
He was on his own. David Florison, hello.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
All right, David, here we go. Guess the lyric.
All right, David. Good luck.
All right.
Sounds like you're in a
All right,
Costco,
thanks.
David. So good luck.
Goodwill, actually.
Oh,
Okay, that
nice.
was close. This would be R&B classic. I'm just a blank. I'm looking for a partner.
Just a blank.
Just a man?
That is incorrect.
Oh, you haven't scattered. Can you scat it so I could try to
I'm
figure it
just a blank. I'm looking for a partner.
Someone
Yeah, I
who
don't-
knows how to ride
out? What is it?
without even. It's Pony from Genuine.
What's the word?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't.
Who's
the
just a
word?
bachelor.
Correct. It is
Oh.
Bachelor. It is Pony. It is Genuine. Learn could have gotten you
I
3
didn't know
points
that
on
one.
that.
I didn't know that one. Scott.
Oh, man.
Oh,
All right,
I
man.
thought.
Oh, my.
I'm just a lawyer.
All right, David.
All right, David.
You got to get this one right to move on to the third song.
All right.
All right.
This is classic rock, David.
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 This is classic rock, David.
Classic rock,
Oh,
David.
David.
All right, bring it on. Bring it on.
All right. I ain't the blank that you've seen. Can't you see what I mean?
Can you guys sing it for me?
I ain't the blank that you seen. Can't you see what I mean?
I ain't the worst
That is
that you've
correct.
seen.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The Van Halen jump.
Yeah.
Back in the game, baby.
All right.
Outstanding.
And for the win, your
For-
third and final song. You still have your lifeline if you need it.
If you
Okay.
need it. We're getting back into the realm of classic rhythm and blues. Pop, David.
Okay.
This is how we do it. It's blank night, and I feel all right.
A lifeline, please.
Okay.
Okay, can you scat it there, Raffles?
This is how we do it. It's blank
Oh, wait, I know that one.
and I
Yeah.
feel all right.
He says he knows it.
The party's here on the west side.
Montel Jordan.
Need to hear
This
the
is how we
lyric
do.
first, buddy. Need to hear the lyric first.
Sing it again.
This is how we do it. It's blank night, and I feel all
Friday
right.
night.
What's that?
It's Friday night.
That's
Friday
right.
night.
Oh, I got it. Montel Jordan, and the song is?
This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Winner.
I'm glad he said Montel Jordan and not Montel Williams.
Not
Yes.
Montel Williams.
I almost said Montel Williams, but I didn't knew the answer.
Let's do one more. Let's do one more round. Moon, pick 5 or 6.
I pick 5.
5. Jeff in Columbia. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Ted.
Hello, Ted.
Jeff.
Listen, I picked you, so don't pick me.
Oh, no.
What?
No. That means you have to pick Moon.
No, you don't.
You're my guy.
I've
Yes.
gotten like 3
You're
of
his
these.
You are
guy.
his guy. You just said it.
Don't do it.
March of '81, buddy. We're connected.
Oh, we are.
1981.
We are.
March of 81,
Well,
too.
then you know the struggles.
All right, here we go.
All right, this would be classic rock. Good luck. In a West End town, a blank end world.
Let's get it.
In a West End town, a blank end world.
That's not a lot. Man, Moon, what are you feeling?
Dude, what are you doing? I literally just told you not to pick me.
He should know this.
I mean, learn.
Oh, wait, hold up. No. Go.
In a West End town, a blank end world.
Oh, man. That's it?
That's it.
I mean, I can guess at the
West End
lyric, but I have
town.
no idea what this is.
In a West End. Do it again, sorry.
In a West End town, a blank end world.
In a West End town.
Are you saying a blank N, I-N, or
E-N-D.
Oh,
yeah? Okay.
In a
so-
West End town, a blank end world.
So I have a guess for the lyric. Can I
You
just?
want to guess it? Go ahead. Go ahead.
The only thing it would be either east or dead. So let's say dead end.
That is correct.
I saw. Oh, my
That's
bad.
just a lyrical guess.
That is correct.
I have
Dead
no
end
idea what this
town.
is.
That is. Can I help you out there?
I mean, are we doing a lifeline for the whole room?
Yeah, might as
Yeah,
well.
let's do it.
That's
All right.
Pet
it's
Shop
Christmas
Boys.
time. That is
Pet
Pet,
Shop
Shop Boys.
West End
And that is
Girls?
West End Girls.
Girls.
Everybody
Wow.
It's
And
Christmas
Chad is
time.
live.
Pet
Christmas
Shop Boys.
time.
It's Christmas time.
We only keep that on
West
the
End
jukebox for
Girls.
profiling purposes.
Dude, we've taught and we've had this bit.
I don't.
That's why I thought you'd know it.
No,
That's why
I don't know what
picked
that
it.
is.
You've done that bit like 10 times. And I'm like,
the
I'm
only
gonna
thing I
put
know
I'm
about.
putting the Pet Shop Boys song in.
It's the only thing I know about Pet Shop Boys is that Talladega Nights they keep it on the jukebox for profiling.
I love that song.
Do you know that song, Moon?
No.
West End
All right,
Girls.
go ahead. Go with the next song.
Oh God.
All right, let's see.
Did he get it right? Did we get it right?
Yeah, we got it
did.
right for
Collect-
How did you
collectively.
guys know that crap?
Collectively, we got it right. All right, this one I would say is hip hop. Hip hop. But she caught me on the blank, saw me banging on the sofa.
I think I know Scat It.
But she caught me on the blank, saw me banging on the sofa.
Oh man, that's Shaggy. It wasn't me. Man, what was what you call?
Mr. Rover. Hey.
But she caught me.
But she caught me on the blank, saw me banging on the sofa.
Is it cheating?
Is it what? What'd you say?
Is it cheating?
It is not cheating.
what's
she
the
caught me
word?
on the counter.
Counter.
Saw me banging on the sofa.
Shaggy, it wasn't me. See,
Wasn't
you were
me,
almost
Shaggy
there.
featuring Rick Rock.
All right. Anyway, back to the game, guys. Back to the game.
really
Jeff's
iced you
playing.
on that pet shop. All
All
right,
right, Jeff.
This is for all.
All the marbles here. Come on, buddy.
Man, I'm conflicted. Should I give him this one or should I pivot?
Well, he's got no lifeline, so
He's got no lifeline.
how you feeling?
Let's get to it.
Feel generous? Or
Let's
do
feel
I-
generous.
All right, let's feel generous. Let's give him one that's a little more. All right. In the world of hip hop and R&B,
Okay.
all night long. Let me see that blank.
Give me the scat.
Oh, that's made me laugh. All night long. Let me see that blank.
Oh.
I thought it was a different song.
I thought it was a different song, too.
I know. That's why it's good to scat it.
Oh, Jeff.
Come on, you know this, man.
You know
All
this.
that Let Me-
night long. Let me see that blank.
Let me see that thong.
That is
Thong?
right.
Yeah. Bye.
yeah.
Let's go.
Is that CeeLo?
No.
No, we're going to give you another chance. We're going to give you another chance. No.
You're in the right vicinity.
Your phone broke up.
S,
what
not a
is it?
C.
Skilo.
Skilo.
No, that's
No, Skittles. I wish I was a little
Cisco.
bit taller. I wish I was a
Cisco.
ball.
Thong.
Thong song. No.
Damn it, Jeff.
I wish Skilo is. I wish I was a little bit
Yeah.
taller. I wish it was a ball. I wish I had a
Skilo?
girl who looked good
Skilo.
like a collar. I wish I had a
J-Lo.
rabbit in a bag with a
Cisco.
hat and a 6'4" Impala. I wish I was like 6'9".
I thought that was a dunk.
The
Yeah,
Yoshi.
me
Me
too.
too.
All right.
All
She don't
right.
know
Well,
me, but
thanks for
Yoshi
playing,
really fine.
everybody.
A lot of winners.
Yeah.
A lot of winners today.
And we all learned about the Pet Shop Boys.
All right, we'll take a break.
I
We'll
thought you'd
come
get
back.
that one.
We'll come back with some news.
Now, my knowledge of the Pet Shop Boys ends at the Talladega Nights joke.
So we'll do some news. We have the Worst Son of the Year award to give out.
Okay.
And also this new trend, airport rules for everyday life. I don't know if you've heard about this, but this is a thing now. And you know what? I like it, and it makes sense, and I abide by these rules.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Kerber. Good morning, Chris.
Morning, everybody. Morning, guys. We are still looking at a dark sky here in Vancouver as we
you're not-
finally fly home.
You're not stateside yet?
No, we, when we're out west like this, the team, and a lot of teams will do this, rather than fly home and get home at, 4:35 in the morning, they'll stay, and they think it's better for the players' sleep rhythm and
Right.
and all that other stuff. And honestly, I don't buy a whole lot into it, but
Whatever.
that's the routine. So whatever. That one's in the uncontrollable bucket. So it's what? It's almost 7:00 in the morning here. And dude, the sun still hasn't come up.
That's
It doesn't come
wild.
up in the west quite right.
I've been
Yeah.
following your journey through social media up in Canada these past, you were up there 10 days?
So cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty close to. Applying for citizenship.
Yeah, I think 10 days, 11 days you're a citizen if you spend up there in Canada that
Yeah.
long. It seems like you had a good time.
Oh, had a great time. Listen, came into some great cities. And the weather has been fantastic. Always in about the 30s or low 40s. So we haven't really hit the brunt of Canadian winter. So,
Right.
yeah, it's a good time.
Is there another Canadian road trip this year like this, or is this it?
No, this was our longest road trip of the year. Now, the team has been on the road. It's been a crazy road schedule, really, since the week before Thanksgiving. So there was the 6-day road trip to New York. That's when we had the coaching change. We had a 9-day road trip prior to that. This is a 10-day road trip. And then we're coming home for 48 hours, and we're going to leave 6:00 Friday night to fly to Dallas,
That's wild.
take on the Dallas Stars. Then you come home for another. We play Sunday,
You play
Monday,
Sunday?
Tuesday. Leave on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then the team goes away until fly home the night after the Detroit game on the 23rd
Yeah,
of December. It's a crazy
It's a
schedule.
brutal schedule. So you got the Sharks tomorrow at home. You go to Dallas for Saturday, come back for the Rangers on Sunday, and then the Devils on Tuesday, down to Tampa Thursday, Panthers Friday, to Detroit for a Monday game, and then you're off for the holiday.
Yeah, and then you get the mandatory NHL 3-day break on the 24th, 25th, and 26th.
Yeah, listen, you're earning your
So-
paycheck this year.
That's You know what? I mean, the road is great. Anybody that complains about traveling in pro sports is crazy, except for the broadcasters and the media crew for the New York Islanders, right? Because Lou Lamoriello still has the single most outdated, almost psychopathic approach. He doesn't let any of the team employees that travel with the team. So like our Chris Pinkert, our digital team that travels and puts all that content together for people, Danita Victor, who does an amazing job for us every single road trip, right? Lou Lamoriello makes those people fly commercially while he flies his team's charter, like we normally do, like every other team in the league does. And so now, if you're doing this kind of schedule, and those are all commercial flights, that's crazy. And I'll tell you, and that's why if anybody in pro sports, except for those guys, complains about travel, they don't know how good they got it, because the reality of it is there's people that travel so much during the week commercially that aren't quite as spoiled as we are.
You guys are on
sports,
private planes.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Yep.
Wah.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Wah.
Exactly. Well, it's sort of like we had a flight delay. We were flying from Edmonton, so we couldn't fly. After the game in Edmonton, we would normally fly straight to Vancouver and then had those 2 days here in Vancouver. We couldn't do that because Taylor Swift had taken over the city and there wasn't a hotel room available. Right? So then when we flew in, we were supposed to leave out of Edmonton, I don't know, about 1 o'clock. We got delayed 4 hours, 4.5 hours, because the pilots couldn't fly. They had to have their mandatory amount of downtime.
Yeah, they all had to sober up.
Yeah, because of the previous flights that they took. And you're like, man, I rode the bus for 6 years in the minor leagues. So you will never hear me complain about a flight delay in the National Hockey League.
This is a lap of luxury. Well, just you guys won last night. It was I think Jim Montgomery called it the best win of the year, or the biggest win of the year. And it was a good Canadian road trip.
It was an amazing Canadian road trip. I mean, look, I think typically it's a 3-game road trip. Every now and then it's a 4. I think they might have swept the road trip once, maybe twice in 25 years, something like that. Here's what they did. They went in on the first game of the road trip, got a good win in Winnipeg. They followed that up with another one, an overtime win in Calgary, and that set them up to have a great road trip. You lose to the Edmonton Oilers, you're 2-1 on the road trip. You still played pretty well. Look, I mean, it's McDavid and Draisaitl and Bouchard. I mean, the Edmonton Oilers are a better team right now, right? And you still made that one a close game. So then you come into Vancouver. Vancouver is the third-place team in their division. They've got superstars in Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson. They did not have JT Miller, so that was a bonus there. And you ended up beating them in overtime, and at one point had a 2-goal lead in the game. So I'll tell you what, they put themselves in position now to have a great road trip, and then they took advantage of it and did it. So that's the good news that this team is doing right now. And they're 5-1-1 under Monty. Now, the crazy thing is you go 3-1 on this road trip. You only gained 1 point on the second wild card spot, but you kept pace with the first wild card spot. So that shows you how hard it is to actually gain progress. So they've got to keep this rolling and continue to build. But I thought it was just a terrific game. And my goodness, was Dylan Holloway great last night.
I tell you what, it seems like the team's got a renewed sense of, I don't know, like we're winning again. We're winners. We can actually do this.
Yeah, you know, what happens is when you don't meet expectations and things get heavy, it could really snowball. And in this case, a different voice has mattered. Now, there's some little tweaks, little changes that Jim Montgomery has done that have been noticeable. A couple things in terms of some defensive zone positioning and stuff that has made the all-around team play better. But Jim Montgomery is a proven coach. I mean, he's got a .650 win percentage, over his time in the NHL with several teams. So, this is one of those situations where they've got a good coach. And kind of Doug Armstrong put it to him, hey, guys, I know I've got a great coach right now, so if it doesn't work, it's on you. And players understand what that means. So they've got this kind of, they're just starting to feel confident again. They're starting to feel the vibe of winning again.
You could see that on the ice. Chris, I know we're
yeah.
not gonna talk to you until 2025, which is crazy to even think about. But I do want to ask you this question, Christmas related, before we let you go. Would you rather get a surprise gift or something you asked for?
Oh God, what a great question.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, that's why you're good at radio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? At this point in my life, I think I'd rather get the surprise gift, just because pretty much if I need something or I'm asking for something, I'm going to go get it anyway.
Okay.
So I'll go the surprise gift.
Moon?
Yeah, I think surprise.
Surprise or something you asked for?
I think surprise. Same reason for Curbs. I would say 10 years ago and all that before, I would definitely want something very specific that I asked for. But now it's just the surprises are fun.
Learn?
Yeah, I'm doing the surprise.
All right, surprise. Rafe?
You know I want the surprise.
Surprise, Scott?
Yeah, give me that surprise.
You know, in the age of Amazon gift cards and wish lists, you know, it's there are rarely surprises anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem, guys. I surprised my wife 3 times in a row with gifts. Let's make sure we clarify that. And
Wow, what a young man.
no, and I struck out like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I went to my daughter's and I said, "Hey, why don't we get? Mom hasn't been home to Massachusetts for a while. We got the home front covered. Why don't we surprise your mom with a plane ticket home to go see her dad and her family?
Yeah.
Before."
Oh no.
Before the
They
phone
were all
comes out.
excited. They were great. They were great. And then what happens? We put the ticket in a suitcase. They wrap it up. I'm filming it. This is going to be great. She opens it up and goes, "Oh, I don't want to leave you guys around that time of the year. What if I don't want to go?" I'm like, whoops. We're like, so I said, "Well, we want you to go. So get out of here." So then,
Sending mom
so
away.
then, that previous summer, we were up in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and I took this panoramic view shot of a lake with one of my daughters in a kayak, and I had somebody print it out, so it's kind of neat, and we open it up, and she looks at it, she goes, "What's this?" I went, "That's the lake right near your dad's house." And my middle daughter, Gabby, looks at me and goes, "Strike 2, Dad."
Oh.
Now, look, in all fairness, I hope I'm not making Christy out to seem like a bad gift receiver. That's not the case. She's amazing. Actually, she
strike 3, dude.
had her 50th. Yeah.
Strike
Yeah, well, I would as well. She had her 50th birthday yesterday while we were on the road.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Kerber.
Yeah, she's pretty amazing, but she is one of those that is like, "No, don't surprise me. I don't want a surprise birthday party." And normally, if you stick to the list, I'm pretty happy. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I've learned a lesson there.
Stick to the list when it comes to Mrs. Kerber. Chris, have a great holiday. Have a great rest of your trip. Get home safely, and we'll speak to you in 2025.
Yeah, listen, to all the listeners that you guys have out there, have a great, safe holidays. We'll see you at these home games. Enjoy the Blues and the Blackhawks at Wrigley Field in the Winter
right.
Classic.
Winter Classic.
You got an amazing audience, all of you do. And Rafe, by the way, talked to Frank Smurf from St. Louis Home Fires. He said you were amazing at that barbecue event, so thank you very much. He said they loved you. So
Nice.
You guys are all pretty amazing, and your listeners as well. Have a great holiday season, and we'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Chris.
Have a great summer.
Merry
See you
Christmas.
next
Great
year.
Chris Kerber, everybody. All right, quick break. We'll come back. We'll do those news stories for you. All right, welcome back to the program. Let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by.
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling. Look to the stars and schedule your fall maintenance today.
So, did anybody see Luigi Mangione being led into the police station yesterday?
If by did you see is my feed full of very horny females that are doing essentially the crybaby moves when Crybaby Walker goes into the jail, and
Are you serious?
the hot blonde is like singing for him to be released. Yeah.
So Luigi
Yes.
Mangione has officially been charged with the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Luigi is the guy they caught in Altoona, Pennsylvania, at the McDonald's. So he was being led into. Oh, it was a courthouse. So he was being led into the courthouse.
Okay.
So he was being taken from a police cruiser into a courthouse entrance, and he went crazy.
Well, yeah, he started hooting.
He started
and
yelling,
hollering.
hooting and hollering. They had to the police officers who were leading him had to kind of rush him into the
Yeah, they
into
put
the
him
building.
in a wall at one point.
Yeah, this is what that sounded like.
What did you just do it? And it's completely unjust. And it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people. It's a lived experience.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm not sure that helps his case.
He said this is completely unjust and an insult to the intelligence of the American people and their lived experience.
And what's weird is what angle is he going for with that?
I don't know.
Is he talking about the healthcare industry, or is he talking about the way they're persecuting?
Could no one in the background yell, "Context, please"?
Yes.
Well, somebody had yelled. If you hear a reporter yell, "Luigi, did you do it?"
What did you just do it? And it's completely unjust. And it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people. It's a lived experience.
Okay. All right, crazy.
What is?
What? What? Well, his family has come out with a statement. Well, he's been charged with 1 count of murder, 2 counts of second-degree criminal possession of a weapon, 1 count of second-degree possession of a forged document, 1 count of third-degree criminal possession of a firearm. The Mangione family has broken their silence with a statement saying, "Unfortunately, we cannot comment on news reports regarding Luigi Mangione. We only know what we have read in the media. Our family is shocked and devastated by Luigi's arrest. We offer our prayers of the family to the family of Brian Thompson, and we ask people to pray for all involved. We are devastated by this news."
Yeah.
Apparently, he has not been in contact with the family for 6 months to a year.
He's been in a basement somewhere, planning things out.
Kind of
sounds like.
off on his own, doing his thing.
No.
Or at least
does
that's
that-
what they want you to think.
Yeah, how does that happen?
I know he's 26 years old. I mean, go off the grid.
You don't talk to your parents for 6 months?
No.
What are you up to?
I know. I was kind of going down a rabbit hole with this guy. Apparently he had some gnarly back surgery where he had some screws put in his spine. They said since then he's been a wreck, a nutcase.
Really?
He's gone off the deep end. They were saying he was
Is that
taking
true, or was
taking a lot of psilocybin, a lot of hallucinogenics.
Let's not blame this on hallucinogenics,
I
okay?
could never tell what's true on the internet. Because I saw some interview with an ex-college roommate that said the screws in his back gave him a ED.
Yeah, like he can't have sex.
And that made him really frustrated with the health
I saw that too.
But they didn't deny his claim. It was completely covered.
Well, and he comes from a rich family.
From a rich family who made their money in healthcare.
Who could pay for whatever surgeries or care he needs.
And I agree with Moon.
Remember what they said. The most dangerous thing is a lonely young man. You know what I mean?
Incels, yeah.
Yeah, the incel thing, and I'm not even saying like that group in particular.
Oh,
but
I am.
And I think wealthy, too. It's that Holden Caulfield thing where I'm like, when I read Catcher in the Rye, I was too old, and I'm like, this guy's just a whiny rich bitch. I didn't relate to the character. Maybe if I read it when I was 13, I'd be like, yeah, man, it is all
Everybody's
bullcrap.
phonies.
Everyone is a phony, man. But I'm like, oh, sorry, your private school education wasn't all it was cracked up to be. I'm out here. I'm eating a homemade Hot Pocket right now, which is just ham and a piece of bread I folded over.
Did you heat it up?
Caulfield. I couldn't heat it up.
Because you don't have a microwave?
No, I had to put it
We
in.
don't have a toaster.
I had to put
Do
it
you
in
have
my-
an
I had
iron,
to put it in
sir?
my mom's heating pad.
Yeah, it's my Hot Pocket.
Now I got a zebra. Now I got a zebra Hot Pocket.
It's a heat pocket, not a hot pocket. Can't afford hot pockets.
And yeah, man. And I'm with you, dude. I think he was a little too articulate on the way in to sounded a little too manifesto-y on the way in.
that was not helping your case.
No, he should have said something a little simpler, just like, I'm being set up, man, I'm scared, I'm just a kid.
framed.
Not, the American people shall rise up.
Yeah. I think he was trying to be a bit too profound there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he might have hurt his case a little
I
bit.
was say that doesn't go his way.
No.
If he's going to take the angle of I'm being framed, I think he hurt his case a little bit on the way in.
Well, I have the award for the worst son of the year.
And it's not Luigi?
No,
or-
it's not
okay.
Luigi. It goes to a guy in Florida who killed his dad and critically injured his mom because he was angry that his dad wanted him to stop playing video games and get a job.
How old is this person?
23.
Yeah.
58-year-old Susan Voigt called police around 11:20 p.m. Saturday night, said she and her husband, 63-year-old Marvin, had been shot by their 23-year-old son, Joseph. When officers arrived, they found Marvin dead in the driveway from gunshot wounds inside the house. Police found Susan suffering from a serious gunshot wound to the head. Susan told officers that the son fled the scene in a truck. Eventually, they got Joseph, arrested him. Investigators spoke to him, and he admitted, yep, I shot my dad, I shot my mom. Well, why? He said his father was upset with him about spending the majority of his time playing video games and, quote, riding his ass about making something of himself and getting a job.
You know, normal parenting.
Joseph charged with murder and attempted murder. Yep.
That sucks.
Son of the year. Oh, he's got a criminal history, including arrest for firing a weapon in a residential area and battery. So, nice guy. On a lighter note, there's a new trend that's gaining popularity on social media.
Really?
Imagining that you're at an airport. Okay, so that sounds like something that requires, I don't know, a trigger warning maybe, but it's actually about reducing stress and anxiety. Okay, here we go. So traveling through airports can involve a lot of uncontrollable variables. And so many people slip into a treat yourself mode that ignores diets and fitness and normal routines.
It's true.
It's anything goes. The idea is expanding that to cope with everyday annoyances. So if somebody feels overwhelmed or exhausted with regular life, they announce airport rules are in effect.
I decree.
Airplane mode.
No, airport rules are, man, I know I'm on a diet, but
I'm going to have this bag of peanut
I'm going to
M&Ms.
have this whole giant bag of Doritos.
It's true. I go into those Newport news stores or whatever they're called. Is that it? Those are the SIGs. Those little news stands.
Hudson News.
Hudson News.
And I become different. I'm like, I'm going to buy a book, a $17 bottle of water, and this massive thing of Sour Patch Kids.
I'm going to eat pizza for breakfast. That's fine.
That's right. It's 5 a.m.
You know what airport rules mean? It means money means nothing, and time of day means nothing.
Absolutely
You're right.
not. Yeah.
If you declare airport rules, everybody's got to follow it. Everybody's got to follow airport rules. You've declared it. So I'm down. Hey, comfortable clothes like pajamas, fair game. Airport rules.
Yep.
Although I'm never wearing pajamas at the airport. Get
No.
out of here.
That's the difference between airport rules and stadium rules. Because, you know, like if you're at a stadium, you'll pay whatever.
Yeah, you will.
You know, like, and it don't matter, nachos and cheese, what diet? I'm at a stadium. I'm watching
Yeah, it doesn't
football or
count.
I'm watching baseball.
Doesn't count. And finally, I don't know if you guys are close enough with your neighbors to actually do this. Natural Light came up with a new double-sided beer fridge called the Neighborator that you and your neighbor share. So you build it into your backyard fence, and there's a door on each side, so either of you can access it when you want to drink.
Cute.
They only made one, and they're holding a contest. You could win it by following them on social media and explaining why you and your neighbor deserve this Neighborator fridge. It comes with a year's worth of beer, which they claim is a 24-pack a month for each of you. And they came up with it after a poll found 60% of Americans wish they had a closer relationship with their next-door neighbors.
There's a private group on Facebook called Natty Light Drinkers, and it has 31,000 people in it. It's great.
And we had King Scott and I had a really cool neighbor. We had a lot of cool neighbors, actually, but we had one that was always outside because we were always outside hanging with the kids or just doing something outside or whatever, and he was always outside cooking. He had like a smoker and some other things, and we had a lot of just kind of fence hangouts, you know what I mean? This would have done well.
You got to see a picture of this thing. It's actually like a cut, like the fence is cut out, and there's the beer fridge with the two doors.
Right. It's funny just because, like, when I think about the guy, he was super nice, or when I think about any sort of situation like this, there was never a scenario where you had a conversation without offense in between you. So I wonder if it would have got weird if we'd have seen each other in Schnucks or something and
Maybe.
been like, whoa, this is weird face to
How do we
face.
talk?
There's no barrier.
Yeah, he was Wilson.
Listen, sharing cheap beer is the easy part. My question is, who's footing the electric bill?
Yeah, there better be 2 plugs.
We just
It does lock from both sides, by the way. So if there's ever a falling out, your neighbor can't drunkenly crawl through and murder you. Just so you know.
jeez.
Good to know.
Good to. That is good to
They
know.
have to do it the old-fashioned way. Go to the front door.
Because the fence was stopping that.
Yeah, the fence was stopping, and now you got a cutout with a beer fridge in between. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. I guess I got to get shot.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you just put this in a, like a townhouse. You know what I mean? Or what is it where you like share a wall? It's like a 2-house or a duplex or something?
Both.
This is great for a landlord with a duplex.
I have 4 shots coming my way.
At least. Maybe it was 7?
No, stop it.
No.
Okay.
All right. Listen, we won the week. We won the week for the Pick'em Challenge, which is great. And it's now Fastlane 8, Riz Show 6.
Yeah.
51-49 total score.
It's the whole building's talking about it, guys.
As
Really?
they should.
Yeah. They're calling it the comeback of the
Centuries
century.
thus far.
And I'm glad we won the week. Even though I got to get shot 4 times, I'll take it
Okay.
because we won. I'll take it right now. Let's go. Let's go.
You'll take it because you
You'll
lost.
take it.
That's what
Light him up.
Oh, God.
Light him up.
All
He
right,
seems a little
guys.
too excited.
I wasn't the dunce of the week, though. Who was the dunce of the week this week?
Man.
I think it was Marsh, wasn't it? Or Jamie?
Who was it? Do you know, Moon?
Yeah, it's on the sheet over there.
Oh, it is. Okay,
Who
great.
was the dunce of the week?
Marsh.
Marsh. Oh, Andrew Marsh.
Oh, hold up. Wait, how is this? Is this listed in order, Moon? This is whoever. Yeah, Marsh.
Andrew Marsh, huh? Dunce of the week.
What is this?
4.
4. Ready? Go. Go. God damn it.
Oh,
bad.
it's bad. Okay. Oh!
Wee.
Oh! I don't like
more to
it.
go. That's 3 more to go.
I can get
Oh.
Yep.
Why are you looking me dead in the eye?
I want you to look at the
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're doing it.
Go, just go.
Oh, yeah.
It hurts me.
Precision.
All the way over there.
I don't like getting shot at work.
Don't you feel bad for Moon? He has to
Yeah,
do
man. You did well.
Who
Your
was I?
face is red.
I was talking to my buddy Scott. He was in town from Vermont. We went to Anthonino's on Monday, and he listens and watches in the
Hey,
chat.
Scott.
And anyway, we were talking about the Pick'em Challenge, and he's like, Moon just always gets the week, always wins the week, even though Rafe won this
Well,
week,
yeah,
right?
I don't win the week very often.
But
I'm in the
it-
middle.
You just don't lose.
Yeah, you just don't lose. Moon don't lose. And he goes, even the other games, he doesn't lose. I go, we got to stop this conversation. I go, I'm getting a
God.
little pissed off.
I'm a competitor.
Well, as far as the man, that hurts. Woo, boy.
Oh, feeling good?
Rarely a winner, rarely a loser.
As far as who's doing the best overall on this team, I think it's me.
I think you are. Yeah, I was doing really well for a while. You took over though about mid-season, and I
can
think
tell ya.
you have taken a pretty significant lead.
Yeah.
It's you and Stalter started breaking away, if I do remember correctly.
It's either I'm
I won
great
the week
or
this
Overall.
suck.
Oh yeah, dude, you crushed. No. King Scott wins the week.
King Scott wins a week.
I'll take it.
Then Kerry Davis, and then Jamie Rivers, and then Rafe. You were only 4 points behind King Scott on the tiebreaker. You did win the week. Everybody had 11. Then Moonlearn had 10, and then Riz 9.
So overall, like our standings at this point for the year, Anthony Stalter, Kerry Davis, BK, Scott Rizzuto. That's first, second, and third. So you're tied for third overall with BK, but number 1 for our team.
Right.
Ooh, me and Scott are catching you though, dude.
All right. Well,
I'm only
hey,
down by
I hope
1.
we all do great for the rest of the year.
Thank you.
All right. We got about a minute and a half, Moon.
Oh,
Oh, God, man. You hit me. That last shot hit me on the hip.
not quite, but
What do you mean not quite?
well, I saw
Someone
exactly
felt
where it
it.
hit.
I seen it.
I mean, it was on the side.
It's not right there. There's no way it was right
here.
there. You're reaching all over the place.
I don't know where it was.
You got hit
Everything's
4
not-
times. Your whole body's
I don't
hurting.
know where it was. Okay.
I don't
go.
hit the hips, dude. Sports brought to you by Jack and Coke, the popular cocktail, now available and ready to drink cans. Hey, congratulations to a friend of the show, Kevin Shattenkirk.
Yes.
He's hanging up his skates. at least professionally. It was 14 seasons, something like that. Stanley Cup, Blues, Bruins, Lightning, and Rangers.
Had a great career. Our buddy Kevin Shattenkirk retires.
Love that guy,
Great
man.
dude. I saw him last year. Hung out for a little while, and wish nothing but the best in retirement for Kevin Shattenkirk.
Yeah, he stayed in touch with the show and just been such a super cool dude ever since. He would come into the studio and do little bits with us and sit in and have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He's
Congratulations, Kevin.
Yeah, good follow on
Shat
socials.
deuces.
Shat deuces.
Yeah, that's what
Could this be a turning point? The Blues are coming home with a 4-3 win, overtime win over the Canucks. Holloway scored the game-winning goal for St. Louis with 3:20 remaining in overtime. Goal followed DeBrusk's tying goal with an extra attacker, 1:52 left in the third period. They tied it at 3. Let's see, Zach Bolduc, Robert Thomas, and Kyrou all scored for the Blues. St. Louis previously won in Winnipeg and Calgary on the trip before falling to Edmonton, so a great end to a good road trip. This on STLtoday.com. I meant to cover this yesterday. We didn't get time, though. Mazalak made an on-the-record acknowledgement that, yes, he is trying to trade Nolan Arenado. Cardinals have approached around 5 teams to discuss. They've approached about 5 teams to discuss trading for Arenado. During the annual winter meetings in that select group, the Yankees or at least one of the other clubs courting Juan Soto before that whole thing went. So it could go there. Padres, Dodgers are 2 other clubs that fit the profile for the Cardinals that they have been contacting. Caitlin Clark was named Times Athlete of the Year. And then, of course, we covered football already, Bengals and Cowboys. It was tied going in the 2-minute warning. The Bengals were forced to punt. Good news is that Dallas blocked it. The bad news was that another Dallas player touched it, and it did not maintain possession. And here's the special teams. I had some audio. Anyways, that was 27-20, and then we were victorious in the Pick'em Challenge. I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
One final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. All right, that is it for us. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Wednesday in the books. Make sure you check out the clip of the day, brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Today's podcast is titled,
They're Paying for THOs.
All right. Learned that. Didn't know what that was.
Mm-hmm. Welcome.
Yeah. Feel like I'm in an elite club.
You are.
Or
Yeah.
maybe I'm finally welcome into a society that
Yeah, we trust you
once
now.
shunned me. I don't know. All right, what else, Moon?
Yo, I'll be at Planet Fitness here at 11. So join me in an hour. It is a special grand opening. I've done grand openings with Planet Fitness before, and they're freaking sweet, dude. Amazing foods, snacks, all that stuff, and they'll give you a tour of what Planet Fitness is all about. 33,000 square foot place. This is the Brentwood location, 8340 Eager Road. And we're going to have a whole bunch of point swag, obviously. We're going to have your way to win some tickets as well. And then they are giving away... they're raffling off a free year of the Black Card Spa, and the perks and things that come with that on top of the amenities that are already at Planet Fitness is well worth your trip over there. And you can join today, get your first month free. You can join for just $1, and it's $15 a month after that. And just Planet Fitness rules. So I'll be down there from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Please join me today and just come hang out and be cool.
Learn.
Yeah, go see Moon. Follow me at Learn versus Radio. Thanks.
Rafe.
Follow Moon. Hang out. Be cool. Also, new number 2 show dropping at 4 p.m. today. I had to do a funeral yesterday, so we're a day late, but it will be up at 4 p.m. So check that out wherever you stream your pods.
King Scott.
You can follow me at King Scott Rules, and also make sure you get your calendars out right now, because December 26th at the St. Peter's Blood Center with Impact Life, they're doing the big blood drive event. And if you register right now at 1057 The Point, or at 1057thepoint.com/blood drive, you're going to get that beautiful shirt that I custom made.
All right. Without further ado, we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Check out the all-new Hot Shots Lindbergh, 7575 Lindbergh Boulevard, your new home for sports in South County. From Godfrey, Illinois, Jackie Schilling is our team. And Jackie wants to hear this song. Here it is. We will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
The Rizzuto Show.